fuck shit up. Nigga, FSU. Shout my brother got love, nigga, that's why I F with you. I know God is testing you. We can leave the rest of you, but we ain't gonna be here stressing you. We in this bitch, we flexing too. Big biceps, bitch, I'm next. My team got a man, my set. That's my crew, and what I do, they got my back, man, times two. That's two spines, two vertebrae. What the fuck you mean you ain't heard of me? I'm like Mr. West, they ain't heard of yet. Back in the day, now the nigga shine like every day, but we do that.
Shit to pop off in the city, chasing these bitches like girl get up and fuck with me before a nigga get gone, cause you know I stay busy, and I got this money to blow, and I got protection to use, so if you want me to, I might be coming through, man, I'm just hoping you and your crew know what we finna do, cause I'm just trying to fuck, and we gon' fuck shit up tonight, and we gon' fuck shit up, fucking shit up.
Yeah. You know how we do. Wing squad. Here you go. Shot.
Hello. Oh, we got the cameras right. It's been a minute since we did this one. Is the mics moving on the bottom left? Hello, mic.
Where the mic's at?
Oh, they might be way down here. Okay, yeah, they're live. We're good. Hey guys.
This is the first time we. Alright, let me.
You weren't here to do it because you had to have your coffee. Like at the moment we were going live, you had so long to pour it because it's been done for like minutes, whole entire minutes. It's been finished. I don't want any. That's your coffee. Well, this is your coffee. Well, it's you made that mistake.
Oh, it's way too hot to check. I'm tripping.
It's hot as hell.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I said. Hold up, for I wasn't about to do nothing. Nothing was getting accomplished.
Hold up. You should just wait and let it go away. it'll dissipate over time. It will naturally evaporate. Damn, you really just going for it, huh? You're not even gonna try and like edge it a little, pour a little in the trash can. Like you, you are going for the full ass the chocolate. You remember the chocolate milk commercial with the guy who has it at the like the very tip top, and he's trying to like tiptoe through the house. He falls all the way down the stairs, and it's just somehow perfect. You're trying to be that guy right now. Yes, you are. It's a great reference. You're about to try and walk all the way around Aleem. I don't know. What are you about to try and do? I'm scared. This is my. You're not about to just like put it over the table. Bitch, you're not allowed to put it over the table. There's two cameras, a pair of headphones, my controller, a phone, his phone. We should move our phones from the wires. I'm very worried. Oh, Michael, please. God damn it.
Now, I would go ahead and let that sit for a minute so that when you take the first sip, you can gulp and fix this fucking dilemma.
Yeah, I would
Don't even
definitely
sip on that, because the minute you try to... Are you about to mix it?
Big time.
Bro, please.
I live my life on the
Okay,
razor's edge.
You know what? He does have the butter knife, so it's like there's definitely less surface area to ripple the water. So just yeah, he's doing it smart. Don't ever let people say you're dumb, Michael, because you are, but you're not like is dumb enough for them to talk about it.
I just don't let people say it.
yeah, it's just you can't let them talk about how dumb you are. You're silly.
Hey, cut that shit out.
Guess what I did for my birthday?
Sucked a bunch of dicks.
After I sucked all those dicks, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I bought the first two of the...
copies of Game of Thrones.
Yes. I almost... They have a new like set of the books that are like a really cool binding, and I was like, but no, I didn't. I got the first two of the Avatar graphic novels.
Oh, word.
Dude, and I read...
Right?
There's like 7 now. There's a lot. So there's... The Promise.
I know about the original 3. What are the new 4?
So there's The Promise, The Search, and then the third one I can't remember.
But it's the last one with Team Avatar.
No. There's a bunch with not like the whole Team Avatar, but with like the same characters from the original show.
Really?
Like I'm talking like not even getting into Legend of Korra yet. Yeah. So there's like the first 3, which are The Search, The Promise, and then The Search. and then another one I keep forgetting. Then there's one that's like Smoke and Mirrors or something. One that's called The Northern Tribe, which is about the start of the Northern Tribe, like the separation and the connection to the Southern Tribe.
Yeah.
Like right after the events of God damn it. Right after the events of the other 3 main books. And they're all written from like the best thing about the books is like they went in a similar path as the show in that the same people make all of them. And I finished the first one already. It only took like an hour. Like they are quick reads, but like you feel like you've seen a whole ass like half season of the show when you read them. Like they have a lot of shit in them. They're really good. The first one's I laughed out loud reading for the first time in fucking years. It was so great. But the first one's awesome. They're only like they're like $25 a piece for the. You can get like the the little tiny books. They're like $13 a piece, but I got the little condensed like whole stories.
Yeah.
So it would be like, The Promise Part 1, The Promise Part 2. I just got The Promise, like all of The Promise, then all of The Search. You could get Barnes & Noble's fucked up. You could get all 3 of them, like the little tiny paperback ones, for $13. You could get the condensed little version for $25, which is like you're saving $15. Or
This is the most interesting conversation.
I'm just
I can
saying,
imagine.
it's like, bro, it's crazy. You could get the Big Baller hardcover book for $40, which is exactly the same as the 3 paperbacks. So like, it's like, okay, do you either want to spend the exact same money on the 3 paperbacks for the Big Baller one, or go cheap for the Little Baller one? Either way, the Baller one is the only decision. Like unless you only want like one
Stop looking
chunk
at me.
of the thing. What?
I had to tell Michael to stop looking at me.
I can't believe you're still talking about it.
Oh my God! Interject. I'm sorry. I was excited. It was my birthday. I got a gift for myself.
No,
It was really cool.
That's
I
the
was
great
proud.
part.
I was happy for it.
That's the great part. Then you start talking about the price differences of Barnes and
Well,
Noble.
it's just I don't get it sometimes.
I also don't get it. That is crazy. That's crazy, Chris. I'm sorry.
I feel like you're just saying that to
No, I'm
end
being
the price
I'm
conversation.
Being genuine. It's very
Now let me get
crazy.
onto the prices of the new Game of Thrones.
Dude, how much?
$7.
Tell me every
No,
detail.
I'm kidding. That would be nuts. Though. I would have bought
The
all of
last
them.
episode of
Well, probably
WandaVision.
like what, 50, 60 a pop.
Yeah, one of them was so there's like a few new versions. The versions I have up there are like these little leather bound ones, and they're like 15 $20 a piece, which is a pretty awesome deal because I got those 5 up there for $35, which is fucking nuts. Like I got them on like a dumb sale on ThinkGeek like the week they came out because it was like we have 3 left and we need to open this spot on our store. Fucking buy these. So I bought one, and then like literally by the time my order was done processing, they were already sold out. Like me and 2 guys swooped in and were like, "Oh shit," and grabbed those. And they haven't had those yet individually. They've had them as like the whole set leather bound, but now they have them like individual leather bound ones like that.
I'm not even gonna knock you or be as rude as your brothers, but so are they 50 or 60 a pop?
They're like 30 a pop.
The ones that you saw at Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
The new edition, like the brand new most baller of the
These are what were the most baller. The new
is 30 a pop.
no.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes. These are 30 a pop. The ones I have are
So
30
the
a
new
pop.
ones are 50 to 60 a pop.
The new ones are like 80 a pop.
Okay, word.
Because they're like fucking
Wait,
leather
give me 1
with
second.
like metal inlay. and shit.
And that is the end of Barnes and Noble. All right.
Okay.
So
a new episode of WandaVision.
Oh man, no, we're not even gonna do that yet. Not yet. That's worth a lot. We don't segue to greatness straight out of fucking.
That's
wow.
fair. You know, that's a really fair.
I know we're
point.
drinking coffee, but goddamn. All right, so
So
a German Shepherd-sized cat
Okay.
versus
Okay.
a German Shepherd.
German Shepherd sized cat versus a German Shepherd.
Both with police training.
Both with police training.
I'm German Shepherd all day, Chris.
Really?
All day.
100%.
You're both German Shepherd.
Yeah, for sure. So here's the thing. This was my argument earlier. So like, of course you think slightly bigger cat. So you start thinking of cat. You start thinking of mountain lions, like lions and shit. You're thinking of bigger feline, but it's still a cat. It's a cat, like like the cat at like anybody's fucking pet cat, but it's
Yeah.
the size of a German Shepherd. So yeah, it's gonna be stronger. The claws are gonna hurt or whatever, but it's not gonna scale to be as powerful as the German Shepherd, nor is his bone structure suddenly gonna not be like super weak. Like
Still a cat's bones.
a German Shepherd.
Just a
could-
big cat's bones.
Do you think a cheetah or a German Shepherd wins?
a cheetah for sure. That's not what we're asking.
Well,
I-
cheetah scientifically is a house cat that like got big. Like they're not, the bone structure of cheetahs are the same as, they're just scaled up house cats.
Yeah,
Ti-
but those are
tigers
bigger
and
than German
lions-
Shepherds.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they
they
weigh
are.
less. They're 80 pounds.
Okay.
Cheetahs are very light. Cheetahs are
Yes, 'cause
incredibly
they
light.
have incredibly light bones. I still
Yeah.
say German Shepherd.
Yeah, German shepherds can weigh like 100.
I know. I'm
20
saying
pounds.
cheetah. I still say
Against
German
a
Shepherd.
cheetah?
He's not running. What's he gonna do? Fuck, he's gonna bitch him down. He's a fucking German Shepherd, dude. It's a wolf.
It's not a wolf. They're much smaller than wolves.
When they're much smaller.
And they have cheetahs, all the big
Soft
cats,
bones.
even normal cats that kind of get big. Like
Bird
even
bones.
like 40-pound cats could fuck up a person. Like a 40-pound cat.
I'm gonna fuck up a cat, dude.
A 40-pound cat's gonna fuck up a person. Who?
Anyone, bro.
Who?
Look, you might kill it.
You're losing a
It's
fight.
gonna
to
fuck you up.
It's gonna claw at me a couple times. Give me like a fair level of defensive armor to protect against getting clawed at. It's weak as shit. It's not doing a damn thing to
A
me.
dog don't get no armor.
No, that's
We're
a
talking.
dog
We're
has,
talking.
like-
We're talking thing
You-
versus thing here, bro.
You said fuck. You said versus a person, bro. As long as I'm like in full like an outfit, like a leather outfit, like a biker, bro, and I can't get scratched the fuck up, bro. 40-pound cat's getting the shit beat out of it. You are smoking.
No, I'll pop its head off its shoulders.
No,
dude.
cheetah. I'm not saying that about a cheetah. Like a cheetah will beat the shit out of me, claws or not.
I'm not talking a 40-pound like a fat cat. I'm talking a cat that is fucking. It's a cat.
We talking about
that-
like the Savannah S cats? Like
no,
the
I'm
Savannah
talking
cat?
like a house cat that happens to be 40 pounds, but not 40 pounds like it just got fat. Like it's just a house cat that is bigger than a normal house cat.
No, for sure. I'm beating the shit out of it. 100. Yeah. When you get
Okay.
and that's the thing too. Like, sure, cheetahs are like scientifically, right? If you supersize Tom from Tom and Jerry, he's not becoming a cheetah. Like the face, they have different faces. I don't know, bro. I don't. That's valid. And I'm pretty sure scientifically you could argue, and I'm not saying I have a great scientific argument. What I'm saying is I just don't think like fucking a common house cat scaled up to a German Shepherd size is the same as saying a cheetah. I don't believe that.
Me either.
And I'm saying that, okay, so like.
I think it's stronger than a cheetah.
What?
If it's scaled up to German Shepherd size, because you're giving it more than a third its body. Hold on, let me double check and make sure I'm right about the average size of a cheetah.
Then look
before I
up the average
continue
size of a German Shepherd.
Average.
And then for fun, look up the average weight of the common housefly.
And then after that, tell me how much it costs to get my favorite book series.
Okay, this is a
The range is
very. This is a very. Google's kind of off its A game right now. I said average size. I said between 46 and 160 pounds. That's a pretty big.
That's not how averages work.
That's not how averages work.
I was talking about like thousands of numbers. but
Yeah,
we're
like,
not.
What's
like
the average
that's
of
like the range.
all the cheetahs?
That's the
What's
range.
the lightest cheetah? Yeah, that's the range. What's the biggest cheetah ever and the lightest cheetah ever? 46 to 160. What's the
I'm not-
average?
I'm not gonna hold
46
you.
to 160.
A 40-pound cheetah? I don't know. I'm kind of. That German Shepherd might fuck him up, bro. 40-pound
Yeah,
cheetah?
no, a 40-pound cheetah for sure.
Yeah.
That's a small. But according to Google's average, that's a small cheetah. 46 is where we're starting at. So okay,
So
let's
what-
meet in the middle of 46 and 160 would be what?
Like 120-ish. No,
60
no,
and
90.
right at 1. Right at like 103. 103 is the middle point. Because if it was 40, you're going 60 up,
Now.
60 down.
G Sheps.
What?
Hit that G Shep.
Okay, German Shepherd.
Don't ever say that again, man.
Yeah, never. That was terrible.
Dude, that's like sunglasses and visors terrible. Like you're like that's like frosted tip blonde hair early 2000s terrible. That's like Shermanator terrible. I was like, bro, don't stop. Hey, look at me. I'm fucking talking to you.
Yeah, so a male German Shepherd, an average is between 66 and 88 pounds. An average.
German Shepherd.
Against a cheetah?
Yeah.
Against an average cheetah. You're giving the cheetah 20 pounds, hands.
He doesn't have hands. Cheetahs don't have hands.
They have hands compared to dogs, bro.
They're
Compared
paw-
to dogs, they have hands. Their fucking paws do shit. Dogs are this.
Well,
Cats
come back
are like
to
this.
the original argument. This is my question. Look,
Okay, go ahead.
house cat,
House cat.
German Shepherd size. Now that
Yeah.
you know the facts,
Yeah.
German Shepherd's tearing it the fuck up, dog.
it's over.
Come on.
Garfield ate that goddamn lasagna, dude. Lunches ate.
That was so bad.
That was terrible.
Hey, next conversation. I think you brought up some fair arguments though. We'll never know. I'm not like
I think we know.
I
I think there are definitely
don't
cases
know.
that we can figure this out.
No,
I
no,
bet
no.
you there are for
A-
sure
a German-
situations that
right.
this has happened.
A German Shepherd.
They
fighting
take
a
dogs
house
to the
cat
Serengeti.
the same
The
size.
Serengeti.
Oh, by the way, average house cat was on there. 7 to 9 pounds is an average house cat. Like a big house cat's 9 pounds. Like
A big average house cat.
Well, yeah, but
Because a big house cat would be like 15 pounds.
yeah, facts. That's a good point.
Numbers.
So you're talking, like, if we went up to 40, you're talking, fuck a big house cat. You're more than doubling a big ass fat house cat, and it's not fat.
Can I raise
Strong.
it? Can I raise it now to a wolf dog?
To a wolf dog?
If it's a cheetah.
Yeah, no, a wolf fucks up a cheetah.
No, not a wolf. A wolf dog.
What? Wolves are dogs. You fuckhead.
No.
A wolf dog is a wolf.
No, it's not. Jesus, no.
What? What is it?
A
What is
wolf
it?
dog
dude?
is dogs bred with wolves. Domesticated dogs. It's husky wolf mixes bred with wolves, and then slowly they do a whole process to
Yeah,
make
it's
it
a
look
wolf,
like
bro.
a wolf, but it's
Tarzan's a
domesticated.
man that grew up with gorillas. He's better
He's
than
a gorilla?
gorillas. No, but he's stronger than
He's a
them.
gorilla
wolf
now?
dog is stronger than wolves.
Tarzan's not stronger than gorillas.
He's totally
not
stronger than
stronger
gorilla.
than gorillas.
That's
How
not-
dare both of
That's
you?
not canon.
It's so
That's not
canon.
canon, dude.
It's so he fucks up gorillas. Didn't
Dude,
you watch
cut that.
Didn't you watch that
Timestamp
terrible
it.
live action movie?
No,
He fucks up
actually.
me either. I watched the YouTube
was
clips and he
horrible.
fucks up a gorilla in one of the scenes.
Yeah,
He takes a punch from a gorilla in the chest. and
That's
it's
how
the-
you know it's a bad movie.
It's the most.
It's
piece
a
of
terrible
fiction piece of
movie.
shit in the movie.
Samuel L. Jackson's scene in it is pretty dope. He has a few, but like there's one on YouTube and it's kind of sick.
You can't do enough push-ups to take a gorilla punch, bro.
I don't know. Tarzan probably could. He was raised with them, bro. He's a legend. You see him
Yeah.
swing from trees. You know how much upper body
Chris-
strength that
Chris,
takes?
Chris,
The
I'm a
brain of a man.
Chris, I'm gonna
He's
raise.
so good.
I'm gonna raise you with elephants. Come and see
That's
if you
a-
can fight one.
That's a good point. For nothing fucks with elephants except like 40 lions.
Lions.
But yeah, but you need like 100 of them.
Yeah.
Like it's not, and even then, like
Nature's not fair, dude. We're not like one
yeah,
on one.
it's crazy. Like hippos and lions. I mean, hippos and elephants just kind of
They do their thing.
got
dude.
it made, bro. Like African, like
Till
big
all those
African
pesky
elephants.
people who needed that ivory for no reason.
It wasn't no reason. But no, I'm
what
with
was
you,
the reason?
dude.
Ornamental.
Billiards. imagine my argument is pool.
I feel like obligated to tell you
Wait.
how wrong you are.
Why I put this on podcast? Why is it still on Minecraft? God damn it. My shit would not load. There we go.
This isn't Minecraft. Why is my
Oh.
name different shades of? I don't think it is. Oh shit! Hold
It
on,
is like back and forth. So
That's just the first one.
yeah, the first one, and then it'll also maybe be different on his, 'cause like right here it's different from right here, just because Twitch chat's weird if you have multiple open, and I have 2 open.
It's because my brother is incompetent. I'm sorry. Reduced milk.
2%.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's call him 2%.
That's all good.
Okay.
Do we want to bring up the Abrams factor?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Yeah. All right. So I cracked the code today. Katone was there. His back and forth, his tennis thing. It's much like comic book characters. It's mostly my idea, but he was there to draw it.
All right.
Okay.
All
right.
Let's just be here for the ride. I'm not gonna.
he's like Steve Dittrick to Spider-Man. You know?
Ditko.
Ditko?
Like whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Rick.
I
What
ju-
a
I ju-
terrible,
I-
what
I-
a horrific fill-in
I-
autofill name.
I just watched this shit yesterday too. Like I'm not like super smart about the guy, but I should have said that right. My
So
bad.
like a video or like WandaVision? What are you talking about? You just
No,
watched.
I was watching that Stan Lee documentary that you
Okay.
sent to YouTube. Anyways, so J.J. Abrams is a techie. A Trekkie, my bad. Not
Yes.
techie. He's a Trekkie. He is a Trekkie who secretly hates Star Wars.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, no, hear me out. Look,
Okay, okay,
look,
okay,
look,
okay.
look, look,
Okay,
look,
okay,
look.
okay, okay.
Mhm. Everybody loves them damn Star Trek movies, bro. You can play them Star Trek movies in the hood, and they'll fuck with them shit.
Are we talking about the new ones?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The Abrams joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy we're talking about clearly. I'm
Yeah,
not,
no,
I'm not
that-
talking about when these motherfuckers are on like a subway in New York in like the 80s. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
I didn't, yeah, I didn't know if you just meant Star Trek in general. If there's some
You'll
weird part
allow
of
me-
culture I didn't understand.
If you'll allow me to ramble, Christopher. What
do
we
you-
have here is a man who slowly worked through what's the word?
Did you
The
have it? Did
troughs
you
of
have it and lose it
sci-fi.
in the same moment?
I don't understand how because you interrupted me that means he goes.
The
That's
Right.
troughs
stupid.
of sci-fi.
Hey,
He
shut
was
up.
going, bitch. J.J. Abrams.
I'll also remove my microphone
this
from the
bitch,
stand.
this bitch made Lost, got in there with the nerds, slowly worked his
Got
way
in there with the nerd.
slowly worked his way through culture, got his hand on the Roddenberry classic Star Trek, made a masterpiece. Let's say that. Let's say those first 2 movies.
I love you so much.
Never saw the third one. A masterpiece.
Roddenberry classic. Go ahead.
Just made 2 amazing movies. introduce old Benny Combs in the second movie for fucking
Comes,
Khan.
yes.
That man, opened shit up, and then
Fuck Star Wars in the ass.
with
All
a
right.
fucking
He did. J.J. Abrams
with
did.
a fucking
Yeah,
nailed
okay.
strap
It
on.
sounded like you said all that, and then you were like, "Fuck Star Wars," and gotta make sure people who might show up in that second
I
know.
said fucked past tense.
Okay, got
Doesn't
you.
matter. This is what happened. You ready? So the first Star Wars movie of this new trilogy, Force Awakens, it's cool, it's fun, right? But obviously, it's a fucking carbon copy of New Hope with some new characters. You know, it's like playing Mad Libs with fucking. It's like playing Mad Libs Star Wars edition. And the bullshit that happens is
Jakku.
part of what makes that movie so cool is like how ambiguous it is and how much you like that movie because you walk away filling in so many blanks in your head. You're so excited for what's next, right? Why the fuck would you start? Because you didn't abandon Star Trek. He directed all them shits, right? Yeah, he didn't direct the first one and hand off the second one and come to helm the third one. No, he stayed there. So why the fuck did you leave for Last Jedi? Why the fuck would you give that to somebody else? It was intentional. Now hear me out. Ryan Johnson's bitch ass, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
He gets that shit. He does some cool shit. It was cool, but guess what? It can't be cool because he wasn't in conjunction with the first movie. Shit's already getting out of whack. J.J. Abrams plans this. He knows it's going to happen. Because here's the thing. This is how devilish he is. He wanted a free radical in his plan. He let Ryan Johnson do whatever the fuck he wanted with Last Jedi. That way when he came back, of course it was going to be shit. Of course it was going to be shit. And the 9th movie is easily the worst of every Star Wars movie. I'll watch anybody. People who hate Phantom Menace will watch Phantom Menace before they watch Episode 9.
The only one that I would even argue is as close to it would be 2. Like it's 2 and 9 for me are just so bad.
A
but I'll
Trekkie
watch
wormed
2
his
before
way
9.
to the helm of Star Wars.
Bruh.
And he sank the ship, Chris. He took it to an iceberg.
Why are you using your Alex Jones voice to attack J.J. Abrams right now?
Because that fucker destroyed the most beloved franchise of all goddamn time, Christopher.
Bro, how do you make really, really cool, awesome Star Trek movies that
You can watch it without sound on, Chris.
To be fair.
the bridge generations, and then the first Star Wars movie is a skeleton of a movie that survives off the merit of its name, and it's fun. I love it. It's cool. I really like Daisy Ridley. Episode 8.
I like all of them.
Yeah, no, they're great. But I'm attracted to her, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
talk about the two dudes. I don't want to sleep with them.
Okay.
But hear me out. Episode 8, you just leave that shit in somebody else's hands. That way, when you come back, hear me out. This is crazy, Chris. I know you're not believing me, but look at me.
No,
at me.
I
No,
understand.
but look at me.
I am.
Look at me,
I'm
Chris.
paying attention.
Open your eyes, man.
I just woke up.
You leave it with Ryan Johnson. I think I said it right twice.
Yeah.
Because not only is he bound to fuck up when you hand him something that big as the second movie, you look innocent on paper. Because when you come back, oh, I had to do what I had to do, guys. I had to make it work. I had to, you know what I'm saying?
Why are you like old school Yoda-ing?
Real quick.
Just because he brought
That
him
wasn't
up?
a good J.J. Abrams. That was a really close George Lucas.
I was gonna say that was like straight up. You're just.
I'm sorry, guys. Making Star Wars and
You got any tauntauns for me to write?
Dude, he literally comes back to make it look like he didn't do this on purpose. It's the ultimate sabotage because he had to tie up a bunch of loose ends that wouldn't be there if you did all 3 fucking movies. You cunt. He's a Trekkie. He fucked up Star Wars.
Chris, he did it.
Okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate
Go ahead.
just because I want to hear what you guys have to say in my retort.
Okay.
Spell retort.
R-E-T-O-R-T.
You don't have
Did you
to
just
do that.
spell it?
You don't have to. Don't ever. Don't
said
ever,
to.
Don't ever respond like that.
How do I win that interaction? What?
You say no. Be a man, damn it.
But then I sound dumb. I know retort is 6 letters. It's fucking spelled the, you nerds. What are you talking about?
I can't lose. That is a fail safe.
Anyway, that was smart.
Spell nerd.
W. Anyway,
How smart.
first off, those 2 Star Trek movies. Have you ever seen anything else to do with Star Trek?
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah. Star Trek people hate those 2 movies. Hate all of the new movies. There's like 3
Star
or
Trek
4.
people are dumb, dude.
Well, yeah, you say that, but then look at their side
We're
of
talking
us.
about Star Trek people.
Yes. Star
One-
Wars people
Chris-
are dumb, dude.
Chris,
That's
one-
what Star Trek
Chris,
people would
I don't
say.
care what they say. They're dumb. Chris, Star Trek people made the last Star
Somewhere
Wars
there's a
movie.
podcast. Somewhere in this country there's a
Can you hear what you're
podcast.
saying?
Somewhere in this in the world there's a podcast of 3 nerds who hate the new Star Trek movies, but love everything else, or don't even love, but like have a strong passion for Star Wars,
Nobody
and they
likes-
hate J.J. Abrams for what he's done to Star Trek,
Nobody
and then they
likes-
recast Khan and made it Benedict Cumberbatch and made him so much more serious and fucking moody than the original badass beloved Khan of the like original Star Trek Khan movie, The Wrath of Khan. They
Have
hate.
you seen The Wrath of Khan?
Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of it.
Have you seen the guy who played Khan?
Yeah,
Does a good job.
he does an incredible job.
Benny Combs, dude.
I don't know his name.
Benny Combs, dude.
Is his name Benny Combs?
No, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benny Combs, bro. He does great. I've never seen the original Wrath of Khan, like from beginning to end. I barely have seen
And
the bad guy.
To get on your
And
thing,
I like Benedict. It's literally a fucking snowball effect of me having bias towards the old Star Trek. All I've seen is the new Star Trek. I love Benedict. I love Chris Pine. I love my boy ZQ. Like I love the whole fucking new
Quinto, he played
Zachary
Spock.
Quinto. I love the new characters. Benedict Cumberbatch, fucking Oscar-worthy performance as Khan, like legitimately.
Okay,
Nope.
wait, ready? Name one Oscar-worthy anything from the 3 Star Wars movies, or the 2 he directed and the one he left to get helmed into a shitstorm. You can't. Now finish what you were saying.
Low key,
Oh no.
Kylo and Rey in 8, just in there. If you isolated their scenes when they're talking to each other through the Force, there's some really insane like acting and dialogue in those scenes where there was a second where the Academy was thinking about nominating Adam Driver for Best Supporting Actor for Episode 8. They were like, they had it in all their upcoming lists for nominations. He was in like the top 10 for everything.
Nobody liked the first Star Trek movie. It was awful. They were trying
The
to
first
make
one's great.
it, the very first one, Star Trek
You-
the movie.
You mean
He's talking about
Ever?
like,
Yeah.
old ones.
like Mad
Yes,
a while
you made
ago?
the point that people like the old Star Trek movies.
Yes.
People like Wrath of Khan.
People love Wrath of Khan. That's not the
Yes.
first one.
No, I know.
Okay.
That's my point. People like Wrath of Khan.
People like a lot of them.
The Chris, they're dog
Mike
shit.
loves all. Mike's a fucking nerd.
One of them, they are. I saw like a clip, and it seemed as if they came to our Earth and were on a subway in New York City.
Our Earth is where everything started. Like they
No, for sure. But man,
Captain Kirk was born in Ohio.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that's fine. I don't know enough about Star Trek. It's just kind of weird that it's a sci-fi thing. They were on a fucking subway train. Visually, that's just not good. It's not good market. I didn't like it. I'm not making a great argument. I'm aware of that. My bad.
Yeah, no, Chris. A Trekkie wormed his way into the helm of the goddamn.
Okay, I mean,
He
I
killed it.
understand.
He literally did it. He won. They won, Chris.
'Cause here's the thing. All right, so even let's say
I don't know. Look at the Mandalorian, bro. We got Ahsoka coming up. We got a lot of good Star Wars shit.
And
He
it has-
fucked up the
It
movies.
has nothing to do with his bitch ass. If anything, no, that's bullshit. Anyway,
Chris,
I
all
don't
these
think it's his fault.
Yes,
I think
Chris.
it's the executives
Chris.
because they re-edited that movie like 3 times.
Executives.
Every time those
I didn't
movies,
just bring them into
out of all 3 movies, every time they got made, the director got pushed out in the editing process and didn't get to finish. Like all 3 times in episode 7, 8, and 9. Like in 7, 8.
You think JJ didn't have anything to do with that, Chris? You didn't think he had anything to do with that?
He definitely did.
think
He only
about-
had 3 months to direct episode 9. 3 months. Do
think
you
about-
understand that?
listen
Do you
to
understand what 3 months is?
No, do you understand?
3 months is nothing for episode
Do you
9.
understand that this is
90
nothing
days.
but tabloids and headlines? All right, this is all a fabricated situation by the House of Mouse. It was all.
This is the House of Mouse announcing we didn't really like the direction JJ was going, so we had our executives come in and re-edit the movie. This is them saying
No,
this
for
shit.
sure. Exactly. They were so dog shit that Disney had to come and re-edit them, and they were still dog shit because you can't edit. Dog
You think the
shit into something
Snyder
good.
cut's gonna be dope?
No,
No, you don't think?
nah,
Probably not.
I don't know. It looks kind of dank,
that's fine.
and he's the director.
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing.
It's not a whole different thing.
It's a whole different
Directors
thing.
have a vision
This
in their head.
was a fucking stupid ass joke, man. All right, I don't give a damn about this logical joke. Fuck you.
I thought this was a serious. You
No, no,
guys
no.
hating on JJ.
No. That's a wild.
I'm
wild.
100% serious.
Yeah, you are. I know. You're always serious.
That shit is fucking terrible, dude.
Which
I
one's
just-
your brother? The black one. Chandler, I hate
Hey,
you.
it's nice to meet you.
You're so annoying. Tyler rules. How it feel to be infam? It's fun, dude. I like JJ. I don't know. I guess I came at this whole thing kind of
You
like
the guy who did what?
The guy that fucked up Star Wars.
I like J.J. Abrams, the director of Super 8. Okay,
What else did he direct?
Star Trek Into Darkness.
No,
And
no, after that.
And
After that,
what's the-
Star Wars.
what's the
Episode
last
7
thing
and
he
8
directed?
and 9.
7 and 9. 9.
So-
9. The worst Star Wars movie.
7 of 9.
I don't
That's
know.
a Star Trek character.
7 and 9. Is it? Don't tell me that.
It actually, hold on, let me double check, bro. Oh my god. Is it 7 of 9?
Mm-hmm.
7 of
Go ahead. Yep.
9.
I'm about to bullshit this together. Mm-hmm. So, you don't think that's kind of weird?
Bro!
Yup. Mm-hmm. Huh? Yeah.
7 of 9. Oh my god. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with you for a second.
Okay.
We all gonna fuck for a
Christian
second.
Trekkie wormed his way into Star Wars.
7 of 9 is a character that was brought into the show Star Trek
ruin
Next
it?
Generations. Yes. 7 of 9 was brought because ratings were dipping, and 7 of 9 is a fucking baller ass, hot ass chick. They brought in 7 of 9 to try and bring the show back.
Yep.
Rest my case.
You probably shouldn't put the mic down so aggressive. It doesn't sound.
That wasn't soft as it, as
didn't.
all.
Yeah,
Like
we heard that it was.
I can't even say my words right. It wasn't soft.
Stop disregarding people's equipment.
It's incredibly soft.
Yeah, you've dropped that thing 3 times. That was on purpose.
You can hear if it's soft. Like it made the sound of a hard
You're only
knot.
setting this up to be funnier when I drop it again.
Shit. He got us. 7 and
I mean, it's not
9,
my
man.
mic. You got you gotta stop pairing me up with people, Chris. It's really just Big Liam solo dolo on this island, baby boy.
I'm gonna get that on a shirt. I swear to God, I will. I swear to Christ, I'll get that on a shirt.
Oh my god, I'm clipping it. We need that forever.
Big Liam solo dolo on this island, baby boy.
I might get stickers made. I have a sticker person. Like I might actually do that. Oh, that's incredible. Fuck me.
You guys make me feel so much cooler than about myself, so I appreciate you guys.
No, when you're around your boys, like it's easier to be
I
cool.
don't know how
'cause-
we do that when you're all solo dolo. On
yeah,
that
you're
island,
solo
baby boy.
doling us, bro. What?
I don't know how we make you feel anything.
Yeah, like we're just fucking turtles in the water. You're looking down at us, bro.
in the water.
His name's Millicent Bystander.
Oh, what is that flushed away?
Yep.
Dude,
Never
what a
seen that.
great. Yeah, it is.
I've
Sam's
never
never
seen
seen it.
that.
Oh, I thought you said no, it's not. I was like, bro, how are you gonna tell us that?
Nah, there's only but so many arguments I can like blindly.
That's
argue.
an.
Hugh Jackman claymation movie by rats.
It's
I know what fucking movie
Yeah.
that is.
yeah, it's bro, it's so
Ian McKellen was the voice of the
hilarious.
frog.
Yes,
That's Magneto.
Magneto. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Killing it.
Shit.
Not missing any references today.
That's like 2 for like 15.
Michael Fastkellen.
Hot box. Anyway,
What?
nothing.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you lost me and then you lost him. So we can all be lost and drop it.
Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, fuck you.
It's on Disney Plus. And so is Isle of Dogs.
I saw that.
You should watch both. You'd love them both.
First of all, I didn't remember the reference because I didn't watch it enough to like quote it, but I love Mr. Fantastic Fox. Hold up, my favorite scene is I thought you were my lab partner. I am. No, you're not. You're disloyal.
You're disloyal.
Or what are you taking your shoes off for? So what is it? So I don't break your face when I kick it.
So I don't break your nose when I kick it.
So I don't break your nose when I kick you in the face.
I knew it was some of these words.
Yeah.
Proceeds to beat the shit out that boy. Yeah,
Bro.
No,
Hey, why is your cousin such a wet sandwich? What? It's like, he wears weird clothes. He acts real strange.
he
and
go-
he-
he
you know,
goes-
he's just different.
He goes, I beg your pardon? What? He doesn't know what I beg your
Yeah.
pardon means. He says, I don't understand what you're saying. Bro, it's so...
No,
that movie is
Wes
incredibly
Anderson,
good.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Wes Anderson. I cannot wait.
Beagles love blueberries.
Bro, I have learned so much about beagles because of that movie. I looked up so much about beagles and what they
Just
like.
that they love blueberries.
Yeah, it's just because I wanted to be like, is Wes Anderson know what he's talking about? Do beagles like blueberries?
Dude, his how he styles movies, like
Centering.
just everything about everything when he puts a movie together is like amazing.
I thought about it the other day. Wes Anderson does dialogue like everybody's on acid and trying to keep it together.
That's
Yo, that is a great example. Analogy. That is... I'm going to have such a new light of watching Isle of Dogs. Dude, Isle of Dogs is way more
It's
of
so
that
good.
than Fantastic
It's
Fox.
so really good.
Fantastic Mr. Fox is like a very controlled,
I like Fantastic-
weird.
I like it a lot.
Isle
more.
of Dogs is chaotic, weird all the way through. You're just like, what the fuck is happening?
I like Fantastic
every
Mr.
5
Fox
minutes.
a lot more.
Did you see Isle of Dogs yet?
No, I haven't seen that one. Which is why I only like.
I'm gonna tell you the the plot because it just tells you in the first 10 minutes.
That's smart of you.
It's not like a spoiler.
No, yeah, for sure.
You're
In
the
Japan,
worst.
it's based in Japan, and all dogs
Get sent to an island.
get sent to an island
I probably
because
couldn't
of
figure that out.
because of a disease that really the royal family likes cats and they don't want dogs, and people they start pushing that really, and so like all the dogs in the country get sent to the island, and then chaos ensues. But
This is smart. This is like a backhand to like Asian stereotypes and stuff. It's like you fuckers, we were never cooking shit. We sent them to an island.
exactly,
I fuck with that. That's
it
good.
is.
Get from take a stance against us assholes in America.
It is so good.
That's good.
It is such a good movie. It is so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Like when you're watching it,
Pretty
like
good.
Fantastic Mr. Fox has a really cool third act, and you're like,
Put your damn mic back in the stand, man.
But that keeps doing this thing. I don't want to fuck with it anymore.
What's the thing it's doing?
is it like getting all loose or something? That?
Yeah.
That's what it stays. Just the whole
Now it's
tighten
on there.
it. Tighten the corner. Tighten this.
You see this? There's an.
Bro, are you for real right now? Use your hand. If you weren't holding it with one hand, you'd be able to do it.
I'm pretty comfortable.
Okay, fucking hold it, I guess. Jesus. Things could be so much easier
If
for
you
you.
look at this, like, this looks like a really dull peacock almost.
Yeah.
Oh, the Iron Throne? Is he yeah, the Iron Throne. Fantastic Mr. Fox has such a good third the ending is like when you start that movie you're like, how the fuck is this gonna end? How is this gonna be like an entertaining, awesome ending? And then it's an entertaining, fucking awesome ending.
Badass.
Isle of Dogs is turns everything up to a 12. Like the whole build up is a little crazier and what the fuck is happening, and then the end you're like, what the fuck is happening? It is so
Leave Shriver's in it.
bro, everyone's in it.
Have
The
you-
cast of that movie is bananas.
Have you seen
Moonrise Kingdom?
Yeah, but I was about to say Moonshine Kingdom. I know that
I almost said
fucking name.
Moonlight Kingdom.
That was the next thing I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
It might be Moonlight
it made
Kingdom.
Me really uncomfortable. That movie.
Moonrise
Something
Kingdom? I
yeah.
never watched it.
It was weird to
Yeah,
me.
his live action movie, his style is great for claymation. Not to say it isn't for live action, but I feel like
Fantastic
live action.
movies. I love
Yeah,
them.
maybe I just haven't seen enough of his
Dude,
live
the
action stuff.
The Grand Budapest Hotel. You
I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta see it.
I've heard it's amazing.
Amazing.
You said it made you-
hands off my lobby boy!
It made you
Oh my
uncomfortable?
god, that's
Yeah,
what
I watched. I never even finished it. I swear to God.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I believe you. You didn't have. You
Yeah.
could have just said it.
it's just, I swear to God, dude.
why are you swearing to us?
Nah, but I.
No one said no. Bet.
Nah, dude. I
Swear to God.
dude. I
That's
swear.
what I'm saying. Like now, I feel like you're lying because you just can't. So
Now I think you saw the whole movie,
Alright.
and you're just
I
lying
think you
to us.
like the fucking movie.
Dude, it's hard. Dude, it's hard to finish after you come, dude. You just feel all that shame. I forget what the movie is about.
It's about Nazis.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So I watched half of it and stopped. I think I was like 16.
What did you say? Did you? What did he say just now? We're not just gonna let that.
Him or me?
What did you say?
No.
He looked at me with his judge face. He went, "What'd you say?" Bro, he looked at me like, "Come on, Ali, we're gonna get him." Bro, he was so ready to turn it on me,
How
bro.
dare you? How dare you insult my friend? I got this, Lean. Don't worry about it. Making Liam uncomfortable, you douche.
What the hell is wrong with you, dude? You unlucky so and so. You've come across me and my friend.
What? You strange traveler.
Look, let's get him, dude.
Strange traveler.
We're in this together, dude. This guy's bad.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta hold on. I gotta grab that. That was funny. I've been wanting to grab. No,
Ready to
No, I've been wanting to grab more and more clips so I can actually make a good opening video for this channel, one that isn't just fucking.
You
8
need to
minutes
have
long.
clips that are longer than 30 seconds. You have a good 7 minutes.
You should have. We meant to. You should have finished the sock puppet one.
I did-
Sock
I did
puppet,
text it to
puppet.
him.
Oh,
I-
okay.
My only problem with that is I never clipped that.
And it hurts his feelings every time he
No,
watches
no. I thought it was hilarious. I didn't clip it in stream, so I'll have to go back and watch the whole first few podcasts, unless you guys know.
Don't worry about
Okay, yeah. Look, if someone ever goes back and watches it and is like, "Hey,
it. It'll pop
it's
up
this
when it
time,"
needs to.
eventually, yeah. If somebody ever watches it and can timestamp it,
Are they on YouTube already?
yeah, every episode we've done is on
Okay,
YouTube.
Cool.
Every episode of both podcasts is up on YouTube right now. We are all the way caught up on uploads, which is like I'm either like on top of it or
Like far behind.
far behind. Because I think I uploaded 10 total episodes in the last 2 days. Like I was like fucking 2 weeks of recording behind.
Interstellar.
Comments? I forgot to say that. I read it a minute ago.
I've never seen it, so that's my comment.
It's really good.
Can I also get another bottle of water? My throat is dry.
Yes, you will. I don't know. Like
Thank you, good sir.
Interstellar is one of those movies that you're either gonna like just be like okay or like love. It is.
It's an amazing movie.
It's incredible. Like it's one of those movies that like comes along where you're like, you know how The Dark Knight's awesome. Like The Dark Knight's incredible.
Yeah.
And like it's almost been talked to death how good it is. So like it doesn't even carry the same weight when you say like as someone who likes it when you say it's like one of the best movies ever. Like to me, it goes Shawshank Redemption, Dark Knight. Like that's my best movies ever. Like 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, in terms of what like I think I like The Dark Knight more than I like Shawshank, but I think that Shawshank Redemption is a better film than The Dark Knight. Barely. But I think that overall...
Wait, you think The Dark Knight is the second best film ever?
No, just from what I've seen. I haven't seen everything.
That's about,
yeah.
Your personal favorite.
On my list of movies, it's like Shawshank, Dark Knight, and then right after Dark Knight, maybe right there with Dark Knight is like Interstellar's like in that top...
Mm-hmm.
Really, for me, all I know for sure, in my opinion, is like Shawshank, Dark Knight, and then it's like 20 movies that all could vie for those spots. But Interstellar's definitely in that like top 3 or 4 contention.
Godfather 3.
You fucking bitch. Anyway, Interstellar's one that like words will never be able to. It is such an experience, like beginning to end, like story and it's so hard to even describe how insanely good it is. It's just one of those movies. Like, you guys sit down and watch one day. Low-key, maybe here. If I get surround sound, I'll get my surround sound hooked up, and we'll watch it on the 4K over there.
Why does everybody want me to watch movies with them?
Bro, it's just so good. It's like, it's such a good, it's like insane how good it is. The cast is nuts.
I mean, it's 70% of who we are.
I see that.
Yeah, low-key, we watch so many movies. And, like, I mean, I was at the poker game this week, and, like, I was quoting, what was the movie, bro? The Other Guys. I was quoting The Other Guys because somebody brought up The Other Guys, and I was like, they were like, we started having like a quote off because he was like, dude,
now, is that
I love that
pubic
movie.
lice or a chicker?
Yeah, bro, I love that. We will have sex in your car again. That is going to happen.
That will happen.
That will happen, bro.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Oh no.
Really? The Other Guys
Clearly.
with
not.
Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell?
So you see how you guys laughed and I didn't laugh?
Yeah.
That should indicate something.
It's incredible.
All right,
That's
so just a quick would I'm trying to think. Is the comedy anything like Step Brothers?
no, it's
Okay, all right. Cause Will Ferrell's like super hit or miss with me. You said
really?
Will Ferrell, right?
Yeah, it's Will Ferrell.
Yeah, no.
It's Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
I either think he's like super funny or I'm like, please, like, be quiet, good sir. I don't want to say shut the fuck up, Will Ferrell, because he's like really cool guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
funny,
yeah.
But like, that's how I be feeling.
Yeah, I mean, us telling the jokes out of
I've
context probably, like, you'd probably, I don't know, Other
I've
Guys
se-
is good.
I've seen Step Brothers twice. First time I saw it, I hated it. I thought Step Brothers was a dog shit movie. Second time I watched it, I really liked it, but I was on mushrooms.
Okay, that'll make you
they
like
were,
it a
they
little
were
more.
like my pasta, my spaghetti. I went real heavy on the, you know what I'm saying, some fresh sautéed
Shiitake.
mushrooms. They weren't those. I don't like how that sounds like shit. I understand. Don't do that.
Japanese.
Anyways, they weren't that. They were real
Japanese
domestic
language.
American.
You're in real Japan racist right now.
No.
No.
See, this is how I feel all the time,
WandaVision.
defending
That's 'cause
myself.
that's who you are.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
WandaVision.
God damn it.
That's crazy cool, but WandaVision.
WandaVision's. So, are you, like, you're...
Yes.
Yeah. He's a fucking. You watched them on Friday, right?
I watched them the minute, literally, they go live.
You could have just said yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see the after credit scene?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I didn't see it right away.
I didn't even know there were after credit scenes until like
Exactly.
2 episodes ago. Yeah. Yeah, there's some but like, so if something there's because every episode has like a little thing at the end, right? Little like after the credits or whatever, like a piece of like the next episode.
As far as
Essentially.
I know, it's the only one.
Yeah, this is the only one so
Oh,
far.
that's done that. Okay,
yeah.
then.
Because
far
like
as I
that's
know.
why that's why it was surprising and why I missed it is because the first like 3 or 4 I was looking
okay.
for it and then I was like, okay, I was looking at the time. I was
saw
like
all
7
over the
minutes left.
internet.
That's the same amount of credits as usual. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see. I watched it and then went right into playing Call of Duty.
Well, I saw it like
The fuck
20 minutes before I watched it. I saw on Instagram because I avoid anything to do with spoilers. But I saw on WandaVision. It just said WandaVision, and it said no spoilers right under it.
What if I
Yeah.
just said shut the fuck up?
Damn, that's crazy.
That'd be
Just
really,
like what if I did that?
that'd be incredibly rude.
It would. It'd be really shitty.
So
It'd be fucked up.
I read that and it said fucking that essentially. There's a post credit, so I got to go in and just
Know that.
know
Okay,
that it
stick
was already-
around.
Yeah.
So
I
for
get
me, I literally just the credits were running. I was probably like doing something with Legend or something, and then I heard his voice. I heard like something be said, and then I was like, oh,
Word.
okay, word. Let me go back. All right, so boom, bada bing, bada. This is what it is.
Okay.
Vision's fully aware of what's going on now. Mostly aware.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone's fully aware yet.
Mostly aware.
I think
He's as
maybe.
aware as
I think
we are.
Agatha and whoever she's working for are the only ones who are like fully aware.
Mephisto.
You think it's Mephisto?
For
Pretty
sure.
it's
A lot of people think it's like a lot of people are thinking Mephisto first, but now people are starting to think Nightmare because of the color scheme of all the background shit that's going on. Because there's a lot of like Nightmare
Is it?
references.
But her character is tied to Mephisto in the comics, right? That's like one of his like subordinates or some shit.
Yes, but kind of similar to Nightmare. They're kind of all in the same realm of the same bad guy area. So like it's Mephisto's the one that makes the most sense
Yeah, for sure.
from
especially-
early shit.
and especially given what
Marvel
comic
Satan.
books these are like adapting.
Exactly.
and
And the only reason some people like Emergency Awesome, he's just my guy. He's been right at everything. Like almost everything he's like predicted. Except for things where he was like, I don't know if this is going to happen. And then he was wrong. But every time he's like, I'm pretty sure. And then they have. I was like, what? And right now he's like, I don't know. So he could be wrong. But I think maybe Nightmare instead of Mephisto if they don't do Mephisto. He's like, MCU's so weird with like, they'll do this thing. And it'll go right along with
Yeah,
this
for
other
sure.
thing for a long time. And then that thing that is used to happening, they'll just leave out
Mhm.
and let keep riding.
Yeah.
And like, so right now, everything's looking like Mephisto.
Galactus.
But in the same way, Nightmare could be in the same spot doing the same shit. What about Galactus?
They
What?
built up. They kind of teased that Galactus might be a thing in Marvel, and it was Thanos the whole time. In Guardians, when they show the original, like the Celestial destroying
Oh.
that planet, it's like a gigantic planet-sized person. It kinda
Well,
it teases to the
before
Celestial.
Guardians, we knew Thanos was already coming.
No, I knew that. I'm saying they.
Maybe that's
teased-
just like a. Maybe
I
they
think
still
that's
are
like-
teasing Galactus,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's not
I
a
think that's like mad.
because like my big thing with this is like Dormammu is in the first Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that is like that nigga. Like that's not
he's
somebody.
he's another Thanos level threat, if not worse.
much worse.
way worse. I personally think.
Yeah. I mean, Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet is pretty fucking.
Yeah, for sure.
horrific.
But like my thing is like so when he did all that snapping in, ain't none of that shit touched Dormammu.
Yeah.
None of that shit had a damn thing to do with Dormammu.
Well,
Dormammu would have showed up and beat that boy's
I think
ass.
he exists outside of that plane of existence. Like nothing he could do could affect Dormammu because he doesn't exist within his reality.
I didn't like know that, but I was kind of like vibing with that.
It's like when they do the crossover. They did a Marvel DC crossover, and when Thanos went up against Darkseid like whips his ass and then steals the Infinity Gauntlet. It doesn't work because he's not from that universe. So he just fucking
That's kinda cool.
He literally throws it in the trash.
That's hilarious. Could you imagine? Could you imagine holding something that has the power to wipe out a universe and like
It's not
you
yours.
can't do shit
dude,
with it? You got one?
no, I take a piss every morning.
I'm doing it right now.
You guys are fucking. Yeah, hi.
I snap the universe out of existence.
Every time.
Every time
you piss.
anybody snaps. That's actually a sick thing that people do. Jazz clubs, dude.
It's like that episode of Rick and Morty. Every time he goes back, he's like dooming a Morty.
even the times especially those times.
Have they finished season 4?
4, yes. Not they haven't. 5
Have they
hasn't come
started
out.
5? Okay.
No,
okay.
that's
'Cause I
yeah.
know
That's,
they've
that's
been
where we're
fucking-
at.
they're
Yeah.
They said it's
dropped
gonna be
shit
the
so-
shortest. They said it's gonna be the shortest hiatus ever.
Well, not anymore.
Really?
Now it's already right at like another
Did they,
year.
Did they comment that before COVID hit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, COVID said fuck a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate because like the last
What'd you just say?
Don't say that. Don't say it again. Even
say
though
it
he
all the
asked.
time. I've said it on here. I've said it before.
I don't think that's true, but I don't mind it. I thought that was a cool way.
First
to
of
say
all,
it.
don't confuse us with Creighton, because you definitely said that in front of Creighton, because that never was said in front of me.
Yeah, there's definitely like I know who I am as a person, and I would have been tried to drag you and or question why you said it like that. You've never said that to us.
Well, a lot of the time there's 3 of us talking, and I probably was like, man, that's unfortunate
Hey,
content. Like I say it fast because this is
disres-
how I say it.
disrespect me
I don't
again.
even say
Disrespect
unfortunate.
me again.
I'm not disrespecting
Disrespect
it.
me
I'm simply
again.
saying you guys are probably wrong, and I
hey,
definitely have said it
hey,
at least once
Hey,
before
you
this.
are simply a hoe.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. We knew that going in.
You smell like old wet trees.
You look like a bad paper mache project.
That's better. See, he doesn't use wet again. You just keep saying what he said in a different way.
It was for smell, not for look. It's what you smell like.
Wet trees smell good.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Old,
they
not
do.
old ones. They
Old
smell
ones, just redwood
gross.
trees are old. They smell good when they're wet.
What?
Redwood.
What a redwood tree smell like, Chris?
They smell like not cinnamon, but like cinnamony.
He is shitting on you.
It's like an earthy cinnamon.
Is that what that is? Is that-
I know this. You asked me. Cinnamon smells good.
And he's
Maybe not to
legitimately
you.
been to a place where there are.
You look like a glass of milk. Got a
I've been to
wish.
the redwood forest. like they smell good.
That was all right.
Thank
That
you.
was- that
A
was-
glass of milk that what?
You got a wish.
That's better. That's a lot better. That's fantastic.
That one would have stung better if we weren't all talking when he said it.
Exactly.
But
That was
yeah,
that would have been better if there's like a silence. You're like, you look like a glass of milk that got a wish. That would have been
Yeah,
incredible.
but not that shitty ass
You
delivery.
know how Pinocchio
Yeah.
wished to be a real boy? You look like a real boy that got punished, and you're that now.
That was good too. That was okay.
Nah, that one was not good.
Get out of here.
Yo, he be spitting facts. Kez, there's no shot you're on their side. You're my boy, and you're gonna come in here and attack me? Am I spitting facts or are they spitting facts?
You know who he's talking about.
Well, he
Chris.
said he, so he
It
knows,
really-
he knows you personally. He wouldn't say he in reference to you, so it's one of us, probably your brother.
God damn it.
That's just my logical deduction.
Understanding of
To
what
quote,
could be
to
going
quote
down.
your other friend, the smarter, better looking Kajon. I didn't say that. That was your friend that said that.
But you did bring it up.
I mean, yeah, that's because his friend. It's because his other friend just said that.
Do you still think Wanda is gonna be irredeemably bad?
Not
or
irredeemably.
have you changed your tune a little?
Not irredeemably, but I still think she will die at the end of her arc.
Well, okay, at the end of her arc of this show, or at the end of her
not
arc
at
in the
end of
MCU?
show, within the MCU.
There's a lot of characters who are gonna die at the end of their arc.
No, I'm saying her arc will be a redemption arc through her sacrifice, through self-sacrifice. I believe.
I love you, Charlie, but you're a hoe. Kez, how dare
Oh,
you?
the me. What's up, dude? I called you a hoe.
Still got grass all over you.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna kill her. I hate you. I don't think she's gonna be like the bad guy. at the, she might have another dark moment, like when she sees fucking homeboy in charge of a sword or something. But I don't think she's like the big bad by any
You said
means.
charge a sword.
In charge of sword.
And man, my dumbass, who I am as a person, and everything I've ever like loved and grown up. You said charge a sword. I'm thinking of a magical weapon that
That'd
you're
be
putting a
amazing.
soul gem in to like recharge. Like that's what.
Could you
process-
imagine, bro?
Yeah,
Imagine
but-
like an Infinity Gauntlet style sword. You put it in the hilt.
The Infinity Blade.
Oh, dude, that was a really sick iPhone game back in the day too.
Infinity Blade.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, it had nothing to do with Marvel.
Oh,
it was just really
Man,
big.
could you imagine?
Yeah,
Infinity Blade.
that'd be pretty cool.
Like it's not like as ballers the Infinity Gauntlet is then in that you can have all 6, but like you pick a stone and it like changes the properties of the sword. That'd be kind of
Now,
fucking
why are
fire.
we thinking of this?
Yeah, what the fuck, Marvel? I bet we're saying this. There probably is. There probably is an Infinity Blade. That shit Thanos had is probably a version of it that you can just put fucking 3 on each side. And it's just an Infinity fucking baller ass 3 Infinity sword.
I wonder if Havoc's gonna get involved with all this, because he didn't get involved with like the MCU too hard. Not the MCU,
Which one
but,
is Havoc?
Not the MCU. The
That
Fox
sounds-
movies.
I saw
Havoc is-
Cyclops' brother.
Yeah.
He was great
Does
in the
same
movies
thing
that he was
out of-
in.
Does the same thing but out his hands.
Yeah, his death was kind of silly to me,
Yeah.
Like,
basically.
especially the
Well, he
moment right
beco-
before it.
He becomes like the most powerful Earth mutant.
He was.
You know who else is really powerful? The third Summers brother, Vulcan,
Mm-hmm.
raised on an alien
Or
planet.
is that those two?
It's
Is
the
that
third
Scott
brother.
and Havoc? Or okay, I didn't know if I
Yeah.
I thought Summers was it. I just didn't know for sure.
Yeah, Summers is the last.
When you said third, I should have just filled in that
Nah,
there's
yeah,
2 of
yeah,
them.
Bro, first of all, I'm talking about something I read on like Marvel database like 7 years ago. I just know that there's a third and he's like Omega level.
Like a
he-
fucking
He's
baller.
a badass. Because I think like his is like it's just everywhere. I think his end like he just has like how it's like one is out of his eye.
It's just like fucking blah. Like, he could just beam shit wherever. He could just like kick and beam comes out.
Iceman got upgraded to an Omega level.
Do you know I think that's in reference to secondary mutations for why he beefed up. Because there's secondary mutations. Like
talking about
Emma
secondary
Frost,
mutations.
Well, the thing with Emma Frost was that we'll get into that in a second. The thing with Bobby was Iceman. His name is Bobby. He
my name is Bobby.
Emma Frost takes over his body, and just because she's a telepath, she like unlocks like the recesses of his mind and just like looks at him and is like, "You moron." She says, "You've been using your."
Could you fucking imagine, bro, if any of our friends could just read our rant and as soon as they meet us, they're gonna be like, "You fucking idiots!" Like
said,
you know that's
you've been using your powers to shoot ice. You've been using your powers to shoot ice. You have the ability to remove energy from atoms. You're using your power to shoot ice. He said at any moment you could inflict an ice age upon humanity.
That really goes to show how like our monkey brains would work with superpowers.
Yeah.
Like if humans had superpowers.
Stop pairing me up with you.
Huh?
Stop pairing me up with you. This R shit, man. You're monkey brain. I'm smart.
I mean, people, bro. Relax.
You call him a monkey, dude?
Oh my god. You know what I'm saying, bro? Oh, here we go.
Jesus.
I'm saying people, bro. We got these old ass primate brains still. We think like animals sometimes.
Monkey.
Damn, dude. That's
Damn what?
up.
Now you have 5 seconds to say it was a Dragon Ball reference. Before I fuck you up, Chris.
Hold on, let me try and think of a clever way to say it.
A clever way to call me a monkey. I'm about to beat.
Shit. No. A clever way to make a Dragon Ball reference. I was going to try and make like a good Dragon Ball. It was a Dragon Ball reference. Like, fuck, I ran out of time.
Why don't you go ahead and start defending pedophiles and just keep your fucking...
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Of course. You know what? Whatever, man. We'll deal with you after the podcast.
In our very primitive brains.
You're calling him primitive now.
I'm not calling him. I'm saying our. As a race. Like, generally, humans.
Race.
Dude. Race.
Monkey. Race. Primitive. I'll be damned.
That really is an unfortunate series of words to put in your sentences.
I mean, only if you take them that way.
I come here because I believe in this podcast.
Yeah,
and then you say shit like that.
I don't come here to get verbally lynched.
we try to... You're lynching my friend.
Am I? He's my friend, too. He's not your friend. He's not exclusively your friend.
Was that ever written down?
Was it ever written down that you guys are friends? Where?
In Snapchat. I said, "What's up, bud?" He said, "Yo, buddy."
He told me, he texted me
Nope,
we were friends.
wrong.
Want me to show you?
Fake news.
How much you want to bet?
Photoshop.
All the cash in my possession, I will bet.
Photoshop.
It's Photoshopped? You
Yep.
think I photoshopped that we were friends for this moment where you would challenge us being friends?
Chris, you play the long game, dude.
You know
I
what?
know you.
You know what? Like in this moment, it's not true, but it is some shit I've done before, and I have some contingencies like that put away.
That's hilarious.
Like low key.
Something I do a lot. This doesn't really matter. It just kind of what you guys said made me think of this, and then we'll get back to the topic at hand because WandaVision.
Yeah.
Monica.
As I will play stupid like for the sake of a joke, or I'll intentionally say something where like I'm like I've mapped out how conversation's going, and I'm like this would be idiotic or ignorant or even uncomfortable to be said, but if it's only me, like somebody's gonna be fucking laughing.
Yeah.
And, like so so there are people who think I don't know certain things or think they're aware of like a certain capacity of Aleem, but it's just because Aleem will like. You know what I'm saying? Feign for the sake of like a joke that he thinks is funny. That doesn't always land. We're talking like maybe a 60%.
Who's this guy, by the way?
Huh?
Who's this guy?
Anyways, so
This is Red Ali. This is the other side of Ali. This is chaotic Ali. We're getting stable Ali.
Rambo's a mutant, Chris.
Rambo's a goddamn.
She's a
She's
mutant.
photon, bro. I'm excited.
No, she's a mutant, Chris.
Yeah, that's
So WandaVision's been doing this thing where week to week he just screams about it at people he cares about.
Yeah.
The first
Mutant.
what's going on? It's fucking
Aleem, what is happening?
Chris, I'm confounded.
I'm confounded.
at 5 in the fucking
5
morning.
in the fucking morning, bro.
At
He
my
does this
job.
Yes. We go in at 5, by the way.
I know.
That's how he is, bro. That's just how he is. That's how this fucking bonehead is. I love him. He's one of my favorite people. Is what he does.
That's who he is.
She's Captain Marvel in the comics when she's not Photon in the comics. I am very excited. I think she's gonna be the fucking skeleton key to fuck up Agatha.
But how are
That's-
we gonna
that's-
be?
She's gonna be the little, the wedge that like snaps Wanda out of it, and then Wanda's gonna be like, "Bitch, what? Purple?" And then fucking red her shit. Like it's gonna be it's gonna be lit, bro. It's gonna be awesome.
But
grape jelly, strawberry jam.
Exactly.
But
That's gonna be
Evan
so-
Peters, his dad is Magneto. Mutants exist, Chris.
Okay, listen.
She can't create mutants.
You're being silly.
Her dad? How'd she create her dad?
You're being silly, bro. You're being silly. You're being silly.
Say something else after that to conform to like back it up.
There's
Go ahead.
different versions of what?
I was in the finish what you were saying. I literally went and then didn't say anything.
Did you say OA? Who just said OA?
Nobody.
No, you heard me.
Oh, you just sounded like okay. I was
Different
like,
version.
I was like, is she here? I was like, what is happening?
Who's
Different
OA?
versions. There's
OA's
like
a
different
person?
Marvel, like Scarlet Witch is Scarlet Witch, but she is MCU did it different in the beginning, and that is still canon. So it's like, how are they gonna? They're gonna do mutants, but they're gonna kind of backdoor mutants in a new way because they can't introduce all those characters the same. Like I feel like you still
When
think
is
that Evan
Michael
Peters.
Fassbender
He's not
going
coming.
to
He's not gonna be in the
Iron
MCU.
Man?
And that might happen as like a funny scene in like Doctor Strange or Spider-Man, like when they're going in and out of different universes. But I doubt it. I really wish it would happen, but I doubt it because Michael Fassbender. I honestly, I don't even care about Michael Fassbender. I really just want
McAvoy.
James
Who is
McAvoy and Chris Pratt to be in the same
Who
scene together.
is Michael Fast?
He is the guy who played young Magneto in the new
okay.
X-Men movies.
His last name is Fassbender.
Fassbender,
He's German.
German.
Okay, so not Fast.
Really, he's English, but like
German descent.
German descent.
Fassbender.
Fassbender. He is hilarious.
Hmm.
He's like such a funny person. He's one of those
It
actors.
doesn't matter. WandaVision.
WandaVision. He wrote WandaVision. Nah, could you imagine?
Shut the fuck up. But don't.
We have 2 episodes left.
Damn, really?
Yes,
You would
5.
know that.
There's 5 left.
2 left.
They just confirmed it this morning.
Well, you didn't. You're lying.
I
You're
swear
doing
to
your
God.
lie grid. You're doing your lie. You're doing the thing where your face is still. Here's how you can know. I'm gonna give it away. I never like giving away my tells when I know them and other people don't. But here's his tell.
I love how much of a poker guy you are in your like choice of diction.
He'll go straight face when he's like, no, they announced it, and I can't do it because I'm smiling so much. Let me do it. His lips will be normal like that, but then right here they'll slant and go down for a second. He's like, mm. And
I
he
know,
goes,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and when
I
he
know
does that, he's like, and that's him going like, you got me. But he's like still trying to sell it, and he cannot not do it. It's like at this point, it's part of the muscle chemistry of his body. Like he cannot not do that.
My muscle
Shut up.
chemistry.
Let him rock. Let him rock. Let him
His
rock.
like
Let him
legs, his legs would fuck up if he like. It's so ingrained with the function of his body that like his body just wouldn't work right if he tried to lie without doing that.
It'd make my ankles pop.
Yeah, exactly. Like some weird shit would happen if he tried to focus that. He'd be like, ugh, and then fucking he'd fart or some shit. Like some like silly, some whack shit would go
Some
down.
silly fun shit.
Some silly fun shit. But there's only 2 episodes left. Like they did this. By the way, was Agatha's reveal not fucking awesome? Like her coming in, she has the whole
Sparky too.
and I kill bro. It was a little campy, but I loved it. I was like,
Super
let's
cheese.
go.
Super
Brilliant.
cheese.
But it was like perfect.
dope.
It was so good.
Dude, it was dripping.
It was
Cheese.
it was fun, dude.
All right. Oh God.
Got to bring the Howard Stark reference in, bro. It was fun, dude.
I
It was so
know
good.
you two were fond doing. It's melted cheese, my friend.
Yeah.
I love how he kind of put on like a 1940s voice. A little. He had a touch of like a
Who
40s voice.
who is that?
That actor? I'm not at all
Who
aware.
plays young Howard Stark?
I'm not at all aware.
He did a good job,
Roger Sterling came in there and wrecked that shit up.
bro. He was like the perfect casting.
Perfect casting choice for Robert Downey Jr.'s senior.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Howard. That's the guy that played him.
Hey, shut up.
That's his
If
character.
I want to know, I would have asked.
His
When I don't
character's
ask,
name
I
and-
don't care.
his
Stop
character's
telling
name.
me. I don't
Dominic Edward Cooper.
There we
What a cool name. My man's got
A
3
lame
first names.
It's a dork name.
You sit here and tell me Dominic is not a
Hey,
baller
what'd
name.
you say? I've seen Cooper as a last name more than a first name, but I guess Cooper is a first
I
name.
know
I know a guy named
two
Cooper.
Cooper. Well, I say I know two Coopers. I know one human Cooper and one dog Cooper. But I know Cooper as a first name
I
more
know-
than a
I know
last
a
name.
human Cooper.
Dominic Edward Cooper, born 78, is an English actor. He has worked in. Okay, yeah, I don't care.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Cut that off.
Damn,
Man.
this coffee.
Is it good?
Yeah, real good.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I'll get your opinion before Aleem's on this. What do you think is Agatha Harkness's end game for like Wanda? Like,
I
what?
think
What? Do you,
she-
why do
I
you think
think
she's
she-
doing what
I
she's
think
doing?
She's an agent of Mephisto. Now, I didn't think that, but I do now.
Okay.
Just because it tracks. It
The
just
only
tracks
thing
with
I don't
Wanda.
like.
And he'd be a good Wanda villain. I hate that they do Mephisto in a one-off series. That's sad.
Well, I don't think he'll end here.
Sure.
I think this is his intro.
Sure, but I
I don't think
that's-
anything ends in WandaVision. I don't think
that's-
WandaVision has a
Okay,
definitive
but
ending.
I don't think
Okay.
that's. I just think it's smarter to do it in a movie to have his like big intro. I think it's smart to tease him.
Well,
in this.
WandaVision's the most watched show on the planet right now.
That makes sense.
So like,
Mandalorian.
yes, way more. It's not even close. Like WandaVision's the most,
Fine.
bro. Star Wars is big and all, but MCU, nothing's got shit on the MCU right now. The MCU has dwarfed all other franchises, like, and by a lot, like other than like fucking soccer,
Bible.
huh?
The Bible.
Or the yeah, exactly. And that's got like all these different crossovers and shit. Like it is insane. I think that this
You know
show.
that Harry Potter outsold the Bible for a few years, and then the only thing that upset it was 50 Shades of Grey.
That's
And
hilarious.
J.K. Rowling, when like told this to comment, she said,
Excuse me.
"Imagine how many more books I could have sold if Harry was more imaginative with his wand." Was her response. J.K. Rowling became like a crazy person. Like,
Yeah, she's a little weird.
she's unraveled on the internet.
I asked him what he thought, and don't say anything.
Okay.
What his end game for Agatha is.
You do know that we have different opinions, right? Like, I would have said the same thing regardless of if he said anything.
I know. I don't want what he says to impact what your thoughts are before he says what he says.
That's literally what I just. Okay.
But then I want like the clash. I want y'all to clash, and then see if we all come to like a different understanding once we all have our different opinions.
You never said yours.
I'm waiting for him.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, really weak.
Oh my God. Okay. What I think's gonna happen is
No, you
I.
already asked on him. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Ali.
Yeah, but I want to make this difficult. Go ahead.
Okay, there we go. God damn it. If it's Mephisto or Nightmare,
But if I actually let you fucking talk, so this is what the fuck I think is going down, bitch. Nah. Seriously, though, go ahead first. Mine is-
imagine you like freestyle what you
I
think's
literally
gonna happen, like pull the
legitimately
mic. Up.
thought about like rapping or doing some extra, but I was like, yeah, it's not time, man. It's only episode 11.
It's only we're gonna get to like episode 90, but it's only episode 90.
Episode 69.
Worry about yourself, Christopher.
Episode 16.
I think if they planned on
Because a verse,
Yeah.
16 bar. I'll rap episode 16 just
Oh.
because you said that. Good shit. That was
Thank you.
very proud.
I'm all happy, man.
bring that up after our WandaVision convo, I want to interject something.
Okay. If it's Mephisto or Nightmare.
Mephisto or Nightmare, if it's either them pulling the strings, really if it's anybody, regardless of who's pulling the strings, I think Agatha, it's like 50-50 with me if she dies or makes it, but whoever's pulling the strings is going to end up being either the big bad or like part of the big bad going into Doctor Strange. Because there's no way they introduced the big bad in the last 2 episodes of the show and then end it.
Vanquish it.
Yeah, like get rid of it that fast. Like there's just no shot. Like
yeah, I definitely think WandaVision is supposed to segue into the Doctor
I don't think
Strange movie.
WandaVision has like a definitive, like it'll have an ending because it's a show
Mhm.
and it's a 1-season show, but it's not gonna have like a by any means a like closing the book on anything except maybe
no, yeah,
maybe
for sure.
Vision himself.
Yeah,
This
for sure.
might be the end of Vision.
You think so?
Maybe.
The
I think if it's the
introduction
end of
Grey
anything,
Vision.
if it's the end of anything, it's the end of Vision. Like if anything. But I think they'll fuck around and figure out a way to
Paul Bettany's too crazy.
right? Like his silky smooth voice is just too
He really is awesome to like,
Really,
listen
really.
to. And
He's
watch. Yeah,
incredible.
He's doing great.
like if you told me when
What
Iron
am I
Man
even
came out
talking to you for? I've got to get to my wife.
exactly. And remember him in The Knight's Tale? He's so good in The Knight's Tale.
I really need because that's funny enough. I think I told him that's a movie I've watched.
that movie is so good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
He's the naked guy, bro.
No, yeah,
it's
I
so
didn't know
good.
that he told me.
It's
But
so
I think I like Knight's Tale because like for the same reason I'm sure like geeky people like Monty Python shit. I like things that are like that mix what I like and then make it funny as shit. Like I like knights and
like,
swords and
like
shit.
the medieval world,
Yeah,
but kind of like with not like too modern, but like a
twist.
weirdly modern twist.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it pulls some modern elements. Big noise,
Yeah.
bro. That scene is so great in that movie.
Even the dialogue, because the dialogue is like somewhere between how they would speak and how we speak.
My
Exactly.
foxy lady.
Because if it was 100% how they spoke, like that movie would be a lot harder to like enjoy.
sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, fuck that. I just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys mention good movies and it's one I've actually seen, I have to like.
It's called a lance.
Hello. Anyway.
So, your idea as to what's moving forward.
Well, he's not done.
You're not done?
Don't say it like that, you fucking shit. Hey, put your fucking mic away. You're a piece of shit. Finish what you were saying, Chris.
I might be able to paint that face from memory one day. It's because of how often you look so dumb doing it.
Ooh, I like that. You could have just I like the dumb in there. It was spicy.
Dumb.
Spicy.
Put some pepper on the end of that dumb, dude. I could hear
Whoever the
beat.
big bad is will carry on into either Loki. I've been thinking about the
It's
importance.
not Loki.
It's
Huh?
not Loki.
It's not Loki. Stupid ass.
That's
God
not how you
damn it.
say it either.
You
It's a
really,
weird
you
emphasis.
really, really
Low-key.
made me wait. Again? You're gonna say him twice?
I'm not saying it's Loki. I'm saying the word low key. Oh my God.
What's wrong?
There's a hawk on top of the pipe, the pole back there. There's a hawk. He's huge.
Like outside.
Yes.
Hey man,
Bro, he scared the fuck out of me.
I thought I was gonna have to fight a ghost. I
Where the fuck is Wanda?
thought there was an immediate threat within.
Oh
of
my
these
goodness.
walls.
Spectre?
Okay, sorry.
You're fine.
I think this show is so much more important than we all thought it was going to be right away. Because
1001%.
I told him before you came in, it's the most watched show on the planet right now. Like, it has surpassed The Mandalorian. It has surpassed anything on right now. It is the most. It has like 70 million average, like some banana shit. 70 million viewers on this show right now.
I don't think 70 million.
72 million. I was saying 70 to be nice. Like, I saw the numbers the other day
Shit
on
on
Forbes.
him.
Bro,
Shit
he was
on him.
like, more than Mandalorian. I was like, bro, the MCU has dwarfed everything but like soccer with like fucking average viewership right now.
Dude,
Especially this is the first MCU thing in like a year and a half. Spider-Man Far From Home was the last MCU thing before WandaVision.
that was what, summer 2019.
Yes.
Ugh,
We're 2021, bro. That's crazy.
it's weird. We're not that far from summer 2021 either.
Yeah, we're like almost 2 years. It's been almost 2
spring.
years.
It's almost
Yeah.
fucking spring of 2021.
Like, bro,
Ugh.
it's the longest it's been since the MCU started, since an MCU project.
Oof.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, and then on top of that too, you're also talking about like, you know what I'm saying, like like Mandalorian is gas.
It's so good.
I love it. I'm a
It's
fu-
like there's no bad
Dude,
episodes.
It's literally the greatest Star Wars content that you could
Yeah.
give somebody ever, but especially in a modern age and especially after those fucking tanks of films.
The way I said it is like the only thing that it is second to is itself. Like there's no close second behind Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? It's Mandalorian, and then second place is Mandalorian, and then it probably is Rogue One.
Okay. It's
It's really good.
really good.
It's really damn
Wha-
good.
It's so good.
It's so good. We
WandaVision.
can all use different words, but it's good.
Yes. WandaVision, I think, might be setting up our new Thanos. I think they're about to say, fuck thinking this is like some one-off bad guy for our little mini-series. Wanda's going through some shit, and she is going, her power alone, her raw power and her, like, break is going to be what manifests our new big bad. I'm thinking maybe Mephisto is the one pulling Agatha's strings, but if it's not Mephisto, maybe Nightmare is our new Thanos, and we're about to, like, it's setting up.
I'm not familiar with the character Nightmare.
Nightmare is, from what I've heard, he's
Are you?
similar to Mephisto.
No, I don't.
He has almost, like, he barely even has a physical form. He can only interact through the
bodies of others.
dreams and nightmares, like, in different, like, consciousness is of other characters. So, like, if they're asleep and it's their nightmares, he attacks your nightmares, but he can, like you said, kind of gain control or manipulate, not literally, like, take the skin.
Plant a suggestion.
Yeah, he kind of inceptions people, like MCU characters,
I think
like
it's Inception.
Scarlet Witch.
I think
Or
it's
yeah,
Inception.
he incepts people, whatever.
Incept doesn't work because it's a reference to what happens in the movie. In that case, you're creating a word. He inceptions them.
There you go. He's inceptioning. I don't know.
Well, in
That is
that
the
movie, I
idea.
think
From
they
what
call
I've
it
had
Inception.
They
explained
can
to
suck
me,
a dick.
What?
from what I take
Who are
from
they?
Emergency Awesome's description. He explains Nightmare in depth in
Okay.
a couple episodes of his YouTube channel.
He's Nightmare. Gotcha.
But Nightmare's a fucking big, like, he's like a Dormammu threat
Nightmare
level
guy.
bad guy.
Okay, cool. What's your?
I'm saying
overarching-
that the show's kind of hinting at a Nightmare, like, as a bad guy, and the show is so big, and I think they knew this was gonna happen. I think they knew Scarlet. I don't know how Disney fucking knows this shit, but I think they knew.
algorithms.
Okay, I think they knew this shit was gonna be absolutely absurd. First MCU content, year and a half. Like, they were gonna wait a long time anyway, because Black Widow was gonna be like 10 months, which was gonna be the longest anyway before COVID. Like, from the time Far From Home to Black Widow came out
They've
was
been
gonna
doing
be
that woman dirty, dude, for like 8 years.
What do you mean?
They keep pushing back this Black Widow project.
It's her
dude.
fault now
How?
because her
ScarJo?
contract won't let it release online. It has to release in theaters.
ScarJo?
Yes.
Why?
So I don't think it's literally herself. I
Well,
think
you,
it's like
you
her.
framed it like
Agency or
you said
manager,
her.
whoever's,
Yeah,
like,
it's whoever's in charge.
negotiating.
Something is like locked up in a way where they can't fix it, and it's just shitty like legal shit that like Disney can't afford to like test their goodwill
Did you just use the phrase Disney can't afford?
publicly. Like they
Disney
can't.
can buy God, Chris.
Disney probably owns God already.
Oh God! Just like when that dude said the Beatles was bigger than Jesus.
We
John
got him.
Lennon.
Did he say that
Yeah.
himself?
There's a big-
I thought somebody said that about the band.
no, he got a lot of flack for that.
Who?
John Lennon.
Damn.
I always thought I was a crazy fan. I didn't realize the fucking front man of the band said that.
Yeah, for sure. The
That's
Beatles a
crazy.
bit bigger than Jesus.
Oh my God, I love that. Ah, the Beatles. John Lennon. No wonder he got shot.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly a great guy.
No,
He's pretty fucking
Mad
shitty.
abuse.
he was a very like shitty human.
Yeah, he wasn't great. He could just sing.
He probably would have maybe
guitar.
come out of it and been better.
Glad you guys feel that way because it's the statute of limitations. I shot that man.
Came out the pussy shoot.
He's a real piece of shit. That guy had to murk him.
He died 50 years ago.
That was my second contract. Yeah.
40 years ago? When did he die? It was a long time ago. It just happened. It was either just
It
the
was a
40
long
or
time
50
ago,
year.
man. You want me to give you the date? It was I was hazy. You want me to tell you what I had breakfast that morning? Goddamn. It was a while ago.
Are you proud of running with this joke this long?
What joke?
Feed him. Yeah, don't let him keep this shit up. Feed him. Let that nigga know, because he knew that shit wasn't funny. He done reached like
The
5
best thing about him is really I can't even front like I don't do it, but I don't do it like he does it.
Oh no, nobody does like he does
Like
it.
like
Oh,
he'll
keep
he'll
going.
he'll be crashing and burning and be like, "There's still some paper left in the fire that I need to burn out." And he's like, the edges aren't quite black enough." he's like, we need to get rid of all the evidence. He will burn the joke so bad that we'll forget it ever happened.
No, this is a car crash people could still watch. I gotta make sure nobody would want to see this.
Do that. Throw a fucking baby through the windshield.
Oh my God. What do you think
By
is
the
gonna
time
happen
this
to
shit
the
is over,
WandaVision
people are gonna
finale?
damn sure cut off. I can't have any viewers.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, fuck you.
What do you think's gonna happen in WandaVision?
Yeah, so I'm not even gonna hold you guys. Like, I haven't really put any thought to like Agnes's like thing or whatever. I just think it's weird. She's the one that put Pietro at the door.
Yes.
Yeah. That or
Yeah.
at least it's implied at the moment.
Yeah,
but
in
she-
that
she
scene,
did the
she
little-
does the thing.
And he
Yeah.
did the- and
Killed Sparky.
she did every other. It's like a lot of the major plot points are her. So she, for all intents and purposes, at this moment, she put him there.
Yeah.
So then that's weird. Because
I think
then,
there might still be like a
Guys,
loose.
why is it Evan Peters though? why has that not been addressed yet? Why is it still Evan Peters?
Again, I think it's just an Easter egg. I think you're putting way too much.
That's not what an Easter egg is. An Easter egg is hidden. That's not what an Easter egg is. That's just a dick tease.
Well, I mean, it's not all Easter eggs are just hidden. There's a lot of Easter eggs that are like right
By
out in front of you.
definition, it's Easter egg.
Yes, but in movies they take a lot of liberties with Easter eggs and like
Easter egg ultimately typically means like, hey,
A reference.
Here's this cool thing referencing something that isn't this that you would know about or might know about. Typically, yes, it should be a little bit harder to find, like zombies Easter eggs where it's fucking 3 hours. Yeah, for sure. However, this works. None of that shit matters. You guys are bickering. What fucking matters is, so you don't think that he's the fucking bridge.
I don't not think it. I think that I can't remember the argument. Well, my friend Jesse made a really good argument
He's
for
the
it.
Avatar. The bridge between worlds.
All right, continue. Say your friend Jesse.
Jesse made a really good argument about how it doesn't make a lot of sense using him as the bridge to just bring all those characters in. To bring the mutants in, maybe. Like, it's kind of like an Easter egg or reference to, okay, the mutants are coming. Here he is from that universe, mutants. Like, that's kind of all he's saying. And the fact that it's a cool, a casting Evan Peters is kind of, like you said, it's just going to end up being a dick tease and kind of funny that they brought him in because they needed a Quicksilver. A Quicksilver already existed. People love him as Quicksilver. Why cast a third Quicksilver? Why bring back other Quicksilver when he's dead? Because the context of the show is she can't bring people to life. Vision's dead. Vision's a fucking a robot puppet.
Thank you.
That's all he is. There's no shot he isn't.
Well, no, but he stepped out. Then the kind of like that was debunked. My theory was debunked.
What do you mean?
He walked out of the hex.
Yeah, but
And
the
he was
Hex
still
was still trying to.
conscious.
He was still connected to the Hex. He never quite. He was the whole time he was being pulled back, or he was fighting it.
If he was a puppet, he would have like the second he would have either just dissipated or fallen to the ground dead. Like
No, he was still connected to it. So that's why he was struggling was because he
Well,
was
for sure, but why is he struggling if he's a puppet?
because she's trying to keep him alive. She's probably most tethered to him out of everything. So
She
she's
didn't-
probably
she didn't even
sapping as much
she-
energy out of the Hex or
she didn't even know
around
he
the
was
Hex.
there. Her kid that she created.
It's all her
didn't know.
subconscious, bro. All those commercials are her
I
subconscious.
know that.
No, for sure.
So
That's not
much
what
of her
I'm saying.
subconscious
I didn't
is,
say the
But-
what
or
is that?
Agatha.
What is
you-
that point?
you don't-
I never said the commercials weren't her subconscious. What does
I
that
know.
have to do with what I
I'm saying
said?
her subconscious knows he's there.
No, her kid
'cause-
did.
Bro, all that shit was happening around him. Like shit, like in the newest episode, she knew that he was fucking trying to get back, like, but she was acting like she didn't know what it was. Her subconscious is stopping her because her subconscious, she doesn't want to talk to him right now. Like, her subconscious is part of that whole fucking thing. She didn't know where Vision was half the time, but she did because shit was still happening to Vision.
She had to.
People
wait
were
for
still
her,
working
her
around
kid
him.
had to tell her before anything changed. Chris.
Do you know what subconscious is? She doesn't
We-
know.
It's already been confirmed.
In her conscious mind, she doesn't know her subconscious.
It's already been confirmed that the kids are not a part of that. The kids are
I
creations.
know. What are you saying,
How
bro?
are they-
Do you hear me?
How are the kids? It's part of her subconscious, right?
Not her kids. Her kids are their own thing.
I know.
Okay.
How come if it's part of her subconscious, how come she didn't know until her kid told her?
Because it's her subconscious. You don't know. Your subconscious does shit that you don't know. You don't understand. Are you crazy?
How's that influence the child to tell her?
It doesn't. The kid is his own person.
Exactly.
He reads minds and shit.
Am I crazy here?
You guys are. I get what both.
If
of
she
you
can
said.
read, if he can read her mind, he can read her subconscious.
No, but
Especially if it's projecting out into the fucking realm they live in.
he heard his mind, not hers.
Who? Visions?
Yeah. He heard Vision screaming, and there's policemen.
Yeah, Vision's alive in the context of being in the Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if she is subconsciously still connected to Vision through the Hex,
Stop getting emotional. I'm
I'm not getting emotional. You keep acting like the subconscious is different from conscious, or isn't different from
I
conscious.
never said that. No, that's not.
You've
what I ever
implied it
said.
quite a lot.
I haven't. How did I say that?
I can't go back. If we timestamped, we could.
Mhm.
How am I gonna explain it? So, basically, what happened was when the reason you guys aren't understanding each other, when you said subconscious, he said, and how did the child, how was the child able to explain that to the mom? So he thought you were counting the child as a subconscious, but you were saying is that subconsciously she knew that, but she wasn't conscious of it.
Yeah, in the moment, she was like, "What are you talking about?" Because it's like
Then just because she reacted like she didn't know doesn't mean that she wasn't still in her subconscious that's controlling all the hex
somewhere in her brain, she knows she has to know where she has to be controlling everything, so she has to know where Vision is. She just doesn't know in her immediate, like, she's at the festival doing the show with her kids.
Here's the
with
thing where
fucking
she's
homeboy.
controlling everything. Agnes has done several things.
Exactly. Also,
That's-
Agnes is in play.
Yeah, so with Agnes being in play, that kind of not necessarily debunks, but starts to like invalidate that she's in total control.
Exactly.
And if that invalidates that she's in total control, that kind of starts to render your Vision theory not as strong as it was before Agnes was introduced as somebody that has an effect on things. So clearly, there's other stuff in the heck. And Wanda kind of said,
He's not a puppet, dude. I don't think he's. A
Wanda
puppet
said in
anymore.
that episode that like when she was doing the talking to the camera thing, there's multiple points where she's kind of implying like, yeah, this shit's getting out of fucking hand, and I don't know at all. And of course, if it's in your subconscious, and there could be things going on in your subconscious that you're not aware of. But I feel like they're really stressing that like she might be like the hex might be of her powers, and she might be the initial thing, but like other people are manipulating it. And I also think that the reason Vision's alive with the Hex isn't necessarily because he's a puppet. I still stand on her powers came from the Mind Stone. So that big Hex, that big energy field, everything she's putting out, that supercharged Infinity Stone energy, and he ran on Infinity Stone energy.
So you think there's an Infinity Stone?
No. But
Wanda
she's the closest thing to
Yeah.
an Infinity
They
Stone.
both derive from the same stone.
So you're thinking that she's just running him out of her raw magic
She has
is
so
like
much
is
she has
is
so much
bringing him
power
back to
because
life.
it's the same energy that powered him to life.
That he
keeping
can
her
exist
alive.
within all that fucking energy sphere, because he was dead as fuck before she brings him into the Hex. You know what I'm saying? And that will kind of explain why he starts to die as he's leaving the Hex, because if you're leaving the Hex, you're leaving the battery source. You're not
Exactly.
He essentially
That's
was
what I'm
unplugging himself.
That's what I was saying. Like he's
No,
a
for
puppet
sure.
in that sense. I didn't mean he was a puppet like he's just not even there. I mean he's a puppet in that she's keeping him alive in the Hex.
Oh
Like if he walks out, he dies. But when he was walking out, he was still connected to the Hex. Is why he didn't totally die. But he started to. Like he was out of there, and he was like out long enough.
When you said puppet, we thought, or I'm not gonna
I
say
did
we.
too.
Okay, we thought you meant in terms of like she's like
We've talked about
talking
it
for
before.
him.
She's not like that.
No,
I think he's
he's
like basically a meat puppet in terms of like without her, he's nothing.
for sure. But you do think that that's his consciousness.
That's definitely a
That
different
is
consciousness. That is a different
that is Vision.
entity. Yeah,
Okay, word.
or at least it's it's kind of Vision because he didn't know everything that happened to Vision.
Shit's
So it's
missing in his
kind of
head,
like
for sure.
it's Vision and it's Vision.
I
It's
wonder if they're
it's
gonna be-
really Jarvis. It's more Jarvis. It's missing whatever the Infinity Stone brought. Because that's what's kind of happening is that he doesn't have his brain, which was really the Infinity Stone probably. And now without the stone, he's still all of Jarvis's inlay and Ultron's inlay. The Infinity Stone gave him essentially his power source, so his brain, his memory, all that.
Well,
And Wanda gave the energy that she remembered, so that's why he can remember certain things,
What
but he
keeps
doesn't remember the
lending
Avengers.
credence to his theory is that he does not, whatever the fuck is going on, he does not have a Mind Stone.
Yeah,
Whatever
for sure.
the fuck is going on, he still can use his powers.
I've been thinking about this lately.
Which lends credence to his theory is that she is a battery for him.
I've been thinking about this lately. Where are all the Infinity Stones in the new MCU reality? Do they exist anymore?
No, they still exist. I think they all got put back.
They all got
Yeah.
put back, but
Steve took him back.
yes, but
Oh no! Yeah, you're right. Those were borrowed from the. In ours, they got destroyed. Thanos destroyed them. They're gone.
yeah. So are
They're
they just
gone.
so? How does that? If Homegirl, Tilda Swinton, the
The
Bald.
ancient one.
The ancient one says if you pull a stone out of a reality, it splits and makes this fucked up reality. All the fucking stones are gone, bro. Like, are they or are they out there somewhere? Like, what? Part of me thinks maybe Hulk was like, bring stones back too. Like maybe there's stones, like put them back in their place. Like maybe the stones are out in their universe back where they were, or just spread out randomly. But I don't know.
They probably left that super ambiguous on purpose so they could play around with it.
Yeah, because
'Cause
otherwise,
technically they should be gone because in the year, whenever they pulled up on Thanos,
Wait,
they'd
I'm still
already-
mething. I thought at the end they'd take all the Infinity Stones back. It was the whole
They
thing.
Remember,
do.
They
Yeah.
take
But
them back to where they're from. The
remember how
Infinity Stones
time
don't
travel works
exist.
in the MCU?
Yes.
They leave that reality.
Yeah.
The stones are no longer in that reality. They go back to another reality in a new time that has been created. Like that is your new future, how Hulk describes it.
Yeah.
But then Cap goes back and just instead of coming back to his start point, he stays in that time. And they kind of contradict themselves with how their time travel works unless they off screen he like comes back ahead of time. Like, there's a cool theory that I was having where, like, you know how Hulk has the little platform that Cap's supposed to come back 10 seconds later? Part of me thinks that either with, like, Hank Pym or somebody, he just reroutes his coordinates to another little platform somewhere else in the future. Like, he goes and talks to Hank or talks to someone who he gives the technology, like Cap, and says, I want to come back here.
Oh, wait, you're saying in terms it would ruin it because like how did he grow old?
How
in
did
this-
he grow old
No,
in that
he-
reality? Because that
no,
doesn't
he-
make
he-
sense.
He grew old in another reality and jumped back over for sure.
But that wouldn't make sense because that would change reality. Him being in that new reality wouldn't make sense for the way they describe time travel.
No, he'd be
Because they can't change time. He said, why not go back and kill baby Thanos?
No,
And
he's
Hulk
he's
says,
not
you
changing-
can't change reality.
He like
See, it's a weird paradoxical
no,
loop.
If
'Cause
I,
if
I,
anything,
like,
it's a
watched
loop.
if I watched the movies like as much as you had, I feel like I could explain this better because he grew old in a separate reality and then jumped back into the reality that he left from. He just came back as an old guy a few minutes later, but he had lived his existence.
But
and-
where'd he come back? He's supposed to come back on the portal. Why would he just show up on that bench?
That's
The idea is that he either came back before then, like just not like right before, because he had to get to that bench and he had to like he's an old man. Like he probably came back a day or two ahead of time and was like maybe watching the fight from afar or some shit, or who knows, maybe he was like fucking there. Like part of me thinks old Cap is still kind of a beast, like low key, like
Super soldier.
because he's supposed to not even really age much. Like he's supposed to not get drunk and be kind of like
That's the
baller
thing,
forever.
If he's not supposed to age, then like
That's why I was like, I don't know what happened
what
here.
if they start bullshitting? They're like, he actually went on this super long adventure we didn't tell you about, because technically you guys think he's like 90, but he's really like 203 right here. And
So like some crazy
yeah,
shit.
some nonsense. But yeah, he came,
What I think,
he jumped back.
yeah, and either they'll tell us one day or they won't, and it's kind of like a plot hole, because it's like, who did that? Because Hulk didn't. He was confused.
Yeah.
He was like, where the fuck is what's happening here?
So, we did some stuff the other day and watched Endgame, the last 40 minutes of it.
Yes.
And there's a scene I took issue with.
Which one was it?
Okay.
This is the one. So Ant-Man and the Wasp go to the van.
Okay.
They
Oh.
get in the van and he says, the line says, we can't get it. The van's dead.
I got to hotwire it.
I gotta hotwire it. That's not. If the van's dead, that's not how hot wiring works. There's no energy in the. What are you hot wiring? There's no electricity in the car. It's dead.
You know what? I watched that
What are
and
they
thought
hot
something
wiring?
similar. I
That's what
just
I'm
watched it
saying.
last night too, and
Why, you watch these movies so much.
I love them, bro.
I know,
I
but
don't like sit down and watch
Just
the whole
last
movie,
night.
but I go back and bro. I watch Endgame at least twice a week.
What?
Like not the whole movie, but I watch like big chunks of it like twice. I probably watch the whole movie every 2 weeks between watching all the chunks. Like I watch it a lot. When I got Disney Plus, I bet I watched it 7 times in one. Like I watched it every day, beginning to end. I was like, it's so good, because for so long, like bro, just the scene with Cap and the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I watched so many shitty 420 like P versions of it, just because I wanted that fucking
240.
that fucking
420 is a
energy.
better number, but
That I wanted that energy of bro. When you watch that, did you watch it in theaters?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
When you watch that shit,
Yeah, it's insane.
it's the most fucking insane shit.
It's thunderous. It's exactly what
It's
it's supposed
like-
to be. It's fucking insane.
It's the most amazing shit. It's the best. That's the best movie I've ever seen in theaters. Like in terms of the experience overall, like with the crowd. The crowd was all fucking nerds. Like it was just a bunch of people who. It was literally thunderous applause and laughs at every joke. It was like exactly how that movie needed to be viewed. And bro, the hammer started floating, and like it wasn't like instant like
Excuse me.
It was like it was like perfect. It was like build up and everything, and then shing dun, da, and then everyone was like everyone was losing it, bro. It was so great. Like the whole movie. Like the whole movie was that. Every build up was perfect. Every like payoff was paid off. Like it was so good. And there were some jokey moments that were a little too hard laughed at.
How do you hot wire a car with no
You
energy?
don't. That was silly. I think that was silly. There's a couple moments that like if we went back and watched the whole thing, I could be like that. That doesn't make sense.
Right?
Like, there's a couple little things where I was like,
It really fucked with me, dude.
the time travel I've just chalked up to.
It's time travel and it's weird.
Time travel's weird. It's hard to understand time travel. Time travel.
Always weird to
Always
involve time
hard
travel.
to try and figure out time travel. They did it as they explained it in a way that made it make sense.
It was digestible. For
It was
sure.
definitely doable, and it made sense that for me it always made sense that they come back to the point. To come back. Right. It comes
They
back.
might as well have had the Infinity Stones. If they can just bend the rules of reality at will, why did they need the
can't.
stones? But how can you hotwire a car with no energy in it, Chris? That's my question.
Listen, Michael.
They have the reality. They're just born of the reality, Jim. That's what they do.
Well, the question you should be asking is why didn't he just go, yo, Iron Man, can you come touch this with your finger and electricity it, please? Like, just put 8 nanobots in this truck and just give it energy.
Iron Man that's fighting an alien army right now, right?
Bro, he's got the nanobots. He could literally just shoot like 100 nanobots and be like, here, power this car.
Iron Man, who's in the middle of fighting a bunch of aliens.
Yeah, the key. That's the key. That thing is the key. If they do it right then, they win anyway. They win then, and he lives. If Captain Marvel puts on the glove when she's fighting, when she's holding it, they win. There's so many instances
He
that
power
like
stoned her, Chris.
she's holding the glove
Yeah.
for 5 minutes on the way to that van. She could put it on, where she is holding the glove.
Yeah.
The Avengers have the
plan
glove
isn't-
for like an hour before
But
Thanos has
the
it.
plan is not to use the glove again.
I know the plan is not to use the glove again. I know that, Michael. I'm saying that I understand that Doctor Strange had one fucking in one reality we win, and there's only one way. I know it wouldn't have worked because he would have been wrong. Still, there's moments where it's like what?
Why didn't
what?
she snap?
Why did she snap? She's so much stronger than Thanos. She fucking holding him back, stood a punch while he's sitting there, full Infinity Stone power, like is fucking him up, and like he has to pull the power gem off to do that. Like he has to use his his methodical thinking, and he's a smart bad guy to do that. But there are so many instances. She is so fucking badass. She's so strong. She's so strong. She's so strong.
That wasn't the plan, Chris.
I know it wasn't the plan, Michael. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just telling you why she didn't. You
I
asked
know,
why.
I know, but they have to think to themselves. They have to think in their heads, what are the people going to argue? And that is such a silly plot hole. Why wouldn't she do that?
Because it's not the plan. She's gonna break the plan.
If you tell me that's not the plan, bro. If we go to Walmart with the plan of buying a donut, but the donuts
Because they have to take
are $50 for $1,
They have
you're
to-
buying 50 donuts.
Because they have to take
You're changing the plan.
they have to take the stones back.
She can wear the thing and take the stones back later. She could snap and kill Thanos and probably not even get hurt.
She doesn't know
Tony's
that.
a fucking dude.
How is she supposed
Captain
to know
Marvel's
that?
a fucking god.
How's she supposed to know the implications of fucking god weapons?
That's the only.
Because they saw what happened to Thanos.
No, for sure. They saw what happened to Thanos.
She knows how strong she is. She's had 30 years of off-screen character development.
It is risky to like snap the universe in your hand. I think it really just boils down. Not even so much that wasn't the plan, but like everybody knows what that shit does. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, nah. She was kind of bitching out though. She definitely could.
There's a really cool
She
theory.
could have took one for the team.
Weird, yeah, for real, right? She's definitely stronger than Tony.
Yeah, I mean 100%. My thing is, just
I mean,
like,
of course they didn't know Tony was going to do that, so that's a weird moot point.
She wasn't gonna die.
Yeah,
if
for
she
sure.
It is weird that she didn't try.
Weird subject change. A really cool theory someone said was that
Before
Captain
you
Marvel.
finish, they even they had the glove. They could have like started like giving people gems so they weren't all together.
Well, they can't. Not everyone can hold them.
Okay, that's valid.
Like,
It's like established in Guardians.
all right, but Captain Marvel, man.
well, the Power Stone specifically. Actually, the rest
why
they
the
kind of can't hold. I don't know.
Why
Not
the
the
fuck?
Tesseract.
Why the fuck does she?
No, I mean,
nah.
Hawkeye holds the Soul Gem. Half of them hold the fucking Time Gem at some point. Like,
Well, it's held within the eye of Agamotto. It's not. They don't hold the literal gem itself.
he does when he's about to hand it to.
Yeah, well, it's Thanos. He holds the power gem too. So
yeah,
does
but he
Peter-
holds
so
it and it
does-
fucs him up. It like hurts him.
Yeah, it causes damage.
So
but
I
it
don't.
doesn't
But
kill
none of the
him.
other ones did. So I don't think like. I guess you're right. I think, or whoever said. Did you say why didn't they hand them out?
I did say why.
Yeah. Like the Power Stone, leave it in the glove. But low key, why didn't they just start fucking grabbing gems and like fucking just sending people booking it?
Time gem is in there. Nobody thought to like dish that back to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, just put it in his shit and let him
Time
use it.
Stop every. I don't know.
There's lots of shit that's a little plot
I guess
hole.
when there's a
There's a big
million fucking
battle.
aliens.
Yeah, so
trying to
there's
kill
definitely
you.
arguments to be made.
He also spent like 10,000 years, going through every possible like outcome, and
Not
there's only
really.
one where it worked.
Not that long. Because in his reality, from the moment he goes in the future to the end of Endgame is like a few hours. Like in his consciousness.
That's not what the director said.
Oh well, yeah. I guess not every time. Not every time Thanos gets the thing.
No,
That would make
he
sense.
went in and lived 14 million different possibilities.
I understand. I'm saying.
No, that he spent like thousands of years like plot like in those couple moments you see him like reading
Yeah.
the Russo brothers comment like he's like it's supposed to be like somewhat ambiguous, but it's in the thousands of years he spent like sitting there going through every possibility, and there was only
Yeah, it is
one.
crazy how powerful you become with the Time Stone.
No,
huh?
yeah, it's
And none of them he thought to give the most powerful person on the
it wasn't that he
battlefield the
thought
most
there was only
power.
one where it worked.
Doesn't matter. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Even when he has the glove on and snaps, like the bitch is fast. She could have zoop. Actually, let me do that.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Thanos throws her and then puts the glove on, and by that time she's already back and fucking him. She is fucking him when he has the glove on. Like he has no chance until he sees the Power Stone and decides that. Like,
What
Like,
was
whoa.
what was the theory thing you're gonna say though? Because ultimately, like, it was a great movie. None of this, like.
Yeah, yeah. The theory isn't really about this. It's kind of
Yeah,
another thing. The theory is that she cut her hair because Homegirl had cancer, and that's why she cut it, and that it's been growing back because by the events of Endgame, it's been 3 years since she died.
That
So,
makes
like,
sense.
it's been growing back for a while.
That makes sense. That was.
I thought that was a cool little.
That
If
would
that's
also-
true, that's such a cool
that would also
touch.
give maybe a little bit of context to like, because you know when she got mentioned, Monica didn't seem too fond of her in the moment.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
she did that and then dipped.
Exactly. She came back, saw her mom, and then left, and she's kind of like, okay, so you're just gonna leave again, like.
Well, she was. You gotta remember, she wasn't there for that. So, like. Or wait, no, she would have been. No, she would have been.
You know
Had
what
come
I'm
back,
saying?
I guess. Yeah.
She knew her mom had cancer.
She knew her
came
mom had
back 2
cancer.
years after she died. So I think at some point Captain Marvel visits. That happened, shaves her head or whatever. But she's like talking. Captain Marvel definitely stopped back on Earth before the Thanos fight.
Yeah, and like saw Monica and
Yeah,
something
so-
happened.
Yeah, and she was just, like just wasn't.
Or something's happened
Not
in the
Monica.
last 3 weeks. Because, again, the events of the show and her beef with Captain Marvel's on Earth at the end of Endgame. Captain Marvel has been to Earth in the last 3 weeks.
Valid.
So, like, there's so much that we don't know. There's so much shit we don't know that, like, is theorable.
I like how we have two members. of the-
Theorizable, I think.
Yeah, it's probably, I think that's
think.
probably the word.
We've got two
Theoretical.
We got two members.
We're fucking boneheads, bro.
Nah, you gotta stop doing this weird shit. You
Theoretical's definitely the word.
We're theorizing, so it's theorizable.
There's
It's
two cast members
theoretical-
of the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World in the MCU.
Wait, what'd you say?
There's two
Who's the
cast
sec- who's the
members.
other one? It's-
Chris Evans and Brie.
Oh, Chris Evans is in that fight. My dumb
There's
ass.
two characters from Kick-Ass. You know that the other did I hear Scott Pilgrim? Hey Junior. Did you know that the other
Great movie.
the Quicksilver from the Fox universe is Aaron Taylor Johnson, Quicksilver from MCU, who plays Kick-Ass? He's his best friend in
Yeah, I
Kick-Ass?
know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw that recently. I was like, "What? What's
Yeah,
up,
it's
Trev?"
crazy. Oh,
Is that like
to your Rev.
that's so nuts that is what that is.
Scotty Pilgrim's a great movie.
Upstairs, left, right. Is there something weird with the bathroom right now still?
I mean, do you remember how to get in? So the door. Now the screwdriver. You gotta pee.
Yeah, really bad.
You can just go outside.
There's people in a car that's just awkward for me.
Oh, okay. The door on your left when you get to the stairs, there's a screwdriver holding it shut. Pull the screwdriver out and put it back. The cats keep opening it. Yeah, that's why it's there. It's a slide door. Cats are so smart. Yep, left. They know how to open the locked door.
Yeah, Brie Larson does great in Scott Pilgrim.
Brie Larson.
Hello again, friend of a friend.
Who's
I
Brie
knew
Larson?
you
Is she the
were-
drummer?
No,
Who's
she's a
she?
singer. She's Scott's ex, and then her. the
Oh,
bassist
okay. I was like, where's Brie Larson in that movie? Brie Larson.
I come and go.
Have you seen
was
Room?
Waiting for the world
We're not singing
to
Scott Pilgrim right
end.
now, are we?
It's a great song.
Have you seen Room with Brie Larson?
I watched a good bit of it. I never watched all of it.
You never watched all of it?
I watched the clips. I watched the Fandango movie clips.
You should watch the whole movie. It's insane.
Yeah, sure.
It is so good. She is.
No, I know it is.
She wins her Oscar and earns it. She is incredibly.
I was more impressed with the little boy's performance.
He's good too.
He's
He's
amazing.
he's so good, especially for how young he was. He was only 5
His portrayal of wonder in the hospital room when he's like
in the whole movie.
Well, no,
Even in his little room.
Sure, no, I'm saying, but I'm specifically talking about the scene when he wakes up in the hospital and he's looking around, and he's seeing all these new things. His portrayal of like utter confused wonder is brilliant. It's brilliant acting at an incredibly young age. It's unparalleled. There's a very few young actors that can do what he. What's that? What's that girl's name? She was in the World of Worlds.
Fuck. Why would you say that? I know who it is.
Don Dan. Da, 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 da.
It's not Abigail Breslin.
No, there's Elle, and then
Elle Fanning.
There's Elle Fanning, and then there's the other Dakota Fanning. That's the one. Dakota.
Is
Fanning
that
was
one
the
Dakota?
Dakota was the one in War of the Worlds, yeah. But that's another one that's like on
She's
par with that
incredible.
level. Yeah,
She's
I'm
she's
saying
in Super 8, right? That's her?
I think. No, I think that's Abigail Breslin. It could
No,
be
that's
Dakota.
not. Abigail Breslin's the one from Zombieland.
Yeah.
That's not the one
No,
from
that's not. No,
Super
no,
8.
No, it's
Super
not.
8's Dakota
You're right,
Fanning.
you're
I think
100% right.
that's definitely who that is.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, but my whole point with bringing her up was that she's an on par actress with this boy in the room.
Oh, like at that age,
At
like in
that
terms
age,
of
as
how
far
good they
as-
do at such a young age.
Just like commanding a performance. Yeah, it's like captivating your attention completely as a child, being able to have that ability. It's crazy. And,
I understand.
And I only brought up Dakota Fanning because she did it as well. There's very few child actors that can do it well.
Haley Joel Osment, Sixth Sense.
Oh, big time. AI more for me.
Really, more than Sixth Sense?
Yeah, just his
AI,
acting.
he's like,
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the acting in it.
yeah. I mean, in AI, he's just very. I feel like it's easy for a kid to play like the innocent, like, and not innocent like those other characters aren't, but like innocent like AI innocence. Like he's just innocent because he's like a. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like in Sixth Sense specifically, he's playing fear so much better than a kid his age should be able to.
Really incredibly well.
Like it's so like he's constantly so scared, and like he is like shivering, tears welling, like insane aim at acting,
You
if
ever
that
see
makes
E.T.?
sense.
No.
Okay, so
See what?
E.T.
Oh, E.T.
I watched the screen test.
You know that video game almost destroyed the video game
Mhm.
industry?
Yep.
One of the coolest movies ever, I'm sure. Almost.
I wouldn't call
we
it the
wouldn't.
coolest ever.
Such a great movie.
It's a good movie, but don't get me wrong. But it's
It's
not
up
like
there. No, it's up there. I think it's definitely up there. It's like fucking incredible and cool, coolest ever up there.
Yeah, think about it, bro. I don't fuck with movies, and like I know
No.
it's one of the coolest. It's E.T.
It's E.T., bro. It's so good.
It's
Have you watched
groundbreaking.
it recently? Have you rewatched it?
Yeah,
It's
It holds up as like,
it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's
It's
bad.
groundbreaking.
except the bike scene. The bike scene's a little hilarious.
35-year-old men.
Yeah, have you ever rewatched the bike
Yes,
scene?
I have.
Not
He's never
you.
seen the movie.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you haven't even
I
seen
can't,
it?
yes, I can't rewatch something I haven't seen.
But anyway, the screen test for the kid who played Elliot, he just was doing the scene where they're telling him they're gonna take E.T. away, and he's just crying and saying he's my friend, just doing all this stuff, and like made the people in the room start crying.
Yeah, no, I mean, watching little kids cry is definitely, like, it'll fuck you up.
You can't have him. He's my friend. It's just fucking great.
Bro, it's the only scene they do really good with the effects for the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, except again, there's a scene where all the kids like escape the cops by riding their bikes, which like I could
They're all
believe it
wearing
because they're
hoodies.
going like through cuts and places they would know in their town where cars can't go. But the thing that doesn't make sense,
There's probably a part where the car is like on a straight road behind them.
no,
Oh, worse than that.
like
Is it
it's
the
like
moon thing?
it's like
It's
30-year-old
very
athletes
clearly,
playing
like,
all the
grown
children on the
ass.
bikes, like, and it's not even they don't even.
It's like
They're all
grown-ass
wearing their
swole
hoods. They're all wearing
motherfuckers.
their hoods. Is like how they get away
It
with
looks
it.
like they're still wearing children's hoodies.
Yeah, they're just wearing children's hoodies on these buff ass dudes, fucking
Elliot's
biking. I mean, they are like Olympic level X Games champion biking up and down
Elliot's-
ramps and shit,
Elliot's
doing
dwarfing.
backflips, flying through the sky like crazy.
just
shit.
dwarfing his fucking bicycle.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd.
It's like they didn't even like scale it.
And then it zooms in and they're just like. Literally, it cuts to them like showing up and they're like fucking struggling to stop on the brake, like,
Strolling.
and they're like, guys, we're here. It's like there's no way you just went through the fucking high impact, like 50 cop cars, fucking helicopters, a spaceship decides to come and help out the government because they're like, we don't like the kids either.
My point
It's
is,
absurd.
My point is, Jaws would be on that list before E.T. I like E.T.
Oh, what? Nah, you crazy. Jaws is great. E.T. is definitely still on the like holy shit factor before Jaws
I don't
is.
put it there.
Jaws had a
Subje-
cool
it's
robot shark.
It's completely
Whatever.
subjective opinion, but
Yeah, sure, you're right. That's totally accurate.
But
We're right. It's incredible.
what's your favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
Fuck. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That's a good answer.
That's so good.
Let me look up a list of these movies. The one of the seven.
The one of the
Catch-
1/7 of them that you
Catch
see.
Me If You Can.
I've never seen
That's a
this.
great movie.
That's my favorite one for
It's
sure.
so good.
That's for me. I like that better than E.T.
I rewatched it.
Like-
I rewatched it recently.
Oh.
Like 2 weeks ago.
There's Jurassic Park is in the mix.
I haven't seen any of
Fuck.
those.
You haven't seen any of them?
Nope.
I take back my answer. The first Jurassic Park is my answer. The first Jurassic Park holds up so
It's really good.
fucking well.
You know
As
which one doesn't?
with-
The third one.
no, it holds up. Low key, it like I like it more now.
The raptor scene, dude.
The raptor scene's absurd.
Alan.
Alan. That is meant to be kind of silly. It's a dream, so it's not like
sure, but
you know,
why
it's
is
not
in
that
the
crazy.
movie?
Well, yeah, no, it's silly. It's silly.
Alan.
They had to like
There's a scene in the third Jurassic Park where dude's on a fucking plane.
The main dude from the first movie. So they do a second movie, and he's not in it.
Wakes up on the plane. He turns around. Nobody's on the plane. What's going on? Looks to the left. There's a fucking puppet of a goddamn raptor. And he goes, Alan.
He hears someone waking him up, and he goes, Alan. He's having nightmares about the raptors because he doesn't. The plot of the third movie is he never wants to go back to the island with the dinosaurs because of how fucking terrifying it was.
Yeah.
And this mom and dad hire him to go and like.
No, they don't hire him.
They do hire him.
No, they try to hire him and he refuses, and they kidnap him.
No.
And they knock him out.
Bro, no. You're yes, but no. They hire him to fly over the island. He agrees to that.
Yeah.
He agrees to fly over the island and like point out some dinosaurs and be like, those are this and that's this. And then they start taking the plane down. He's like, what the fuck? And they have to like knock him out, and because he doesn't want to go. But what happened is their son got lost on the island, and they need him, the dinosaur expert, like one of the only 2 or 3 on the planet, to help him.
Been to the island.
That have been to the island to help find him, and he's like he's having a lot of anxiety. He's really scared. That's why the dream happens. But the dream is absurdly hilarious and out of place in the movie, because the movie is like not great, but it's not.
It's not horrible.
It's definitely not horrible.
A piece of shit or
like
anything.
all 3 of them are actually pretty awesome. The original 3, but the first one's fucking absurdly good.
It's like a Back to the Future thing.
Yeah, I'd say the 3 Back to the Futures are each individually better than each individual. Like the first Jurassic Park is better than all the Back to the Futures to me, but each Back to the Future, like the first one is great, the second one is great, the third one is great, and Jurassic Park is like the first one was great. The first one is great. The second one's like pretty good, and the third one is great again to me. The third one's better. I think the third one's my favorite.
No, I'm talking.
For Back to the Future.
You think the third one's the best one?
It's my favorite.
And that the second one
I think the first one's the best.
No, 100% the best one for sure.
Yeah.
And then the second one is an equivalent super badass follow-up.
No, the second one's definitely.
Really?
I didn't like it as much.
You tripping.
I think it's.
When's the last time you
What's
watched
your
it?
reason?
I think it's because they're
First time
so
I
back
ever
and
watched
forth.
it was this year or like last year. I was 23. First time
I think for me it's because in the first one, you're in his time for like the first 20 minutes, and you go into 55 right away, and then you're there the whole movie, and then you're back at the end. And then in the second one, you're back and forth a lot. And I think they kind of, it takes you out of the memory of the first one a little bit. I don't know. For me, it was like, I felt kind of like they were rushing it.
Huh?
Because they were back.
Not to take you out of the memory. I don't get the phrasing you chose.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to say it right. They went back and forth in time too much in the second one. Because they go from the 80s to the
future.
No, back to the past first. They go.
No, they go to the future first.
Is it the future first?
Because they gotta go stop.
No, it's the past. Because he has to get the almanac and then fuck up the future.
No. No, Chris.
Oh yeah, no. He goes to the future,
How
then
does
back
he get
to
the
the
almanac?
past.
How does he get the almanac?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. He has to go to the future, then back to the past, then back to a shitty future, then back to present.
A shitty present.
Exactly. And it's just so.
Even that, like literally, it
it's
it
awesome.
shows you direct results of his actions. He
Yes, I agree.
And better than that is the train.
It's like some Bradbury type
and the
shit.
Old West shit. Like,
The Old West is fucking awesome.
It's cool, but better than you're watching this man come into a shitty reality he created through doing shit Doc told him not to do. You're saying too much time traveling. I think if anything, they expand on time traveling in the context of the universe by showing it more.
Yes, they do, but again, it's like the kind of thing that would have played off better if it was like a series or something. They didn't have a lot of time to work with. They have to go to 4 times.
I say
4 or 5 times in one movie, like all in the same. What is the same chronological thing that they keep changing? They keep realigning.
How many realities did Endgame go through?
It's different time travel.
we-
Again, we're talking about the context of a reality,
How many times you seen Endgame, Chris?
like 5 or 6. But
Times
Endgame's
5 or
3
6.
hours. Endgame's 3 hours long, and a few of those realities were like, they were in and out. Like they were pretty. It was quick.
I just don't.
Really is America's
like
ass.
it's cool. I get like you're great, but then to say that the Old West fucking train movie was better than that. Is
Well,
like
see, that's what
nonsensical.
it brought. What I loved the most, though, of the first one, in that they put you in a time and they leave you there for the movie and let you. You're dealing with that because I think
They're stuck there.
yeah, universally the second one
And the second one, they're
is not as liked as much as the other two.
No, I've always heard the third one.
It's the
is
third
nice.
one that
It's
people-
all-
Really?
it's the
Yeah, no,
third
it's
one.
100%.
I've always heard the
it's
opposite.
a fucking old. It literally goes from a badass movie to a
You're-
badass time traveling
You're
to a
mixing up
fucking
whatever article you
old
read.
wild
It wasn't
west
an article.
it's
It was
like
a lot of videos,
or
like
whatever,
multiple
it's
videos.
like big popular culture. Like the third one is people like the third one, but it's like looked as like they didn't have to make this. Like
Really?
This was just a money.
Right.
I love the. See, the third
Well,
one
it
was
doesn't
such a
do-
good
It
end to
doesn't do
me.
anything to the. I like it too.
It
That's
gives
not my
Doc an
argument.
ending. The only reason the second one even happens is because Doc is like a Rick level crazy man and wants to just go fuck with time travel
Yeah.
and decides to go like do a bunch of crazy shit.
Well, they never go to the future.
He does.
No, I'm saying
He goes to the future before the second movie even.
No, I'm at the very end of. I'm saying the movie Back to the Future, the first one. They only say that he goes to the future. They people were upset that they don't go to the future. All they just go to the past. And yeah, it's called Back to the Future, but it would just be back to the present. My
But the
point
present is the future. Because like when you're in the past,
Yeah,
to
the
go to
present's
present is
future.
to go back
That's
to
why
the
the
future.
title makes sense.
Exactly.
I know what you're saying. The second one, obviously, like
the third one was a cash grab, is most people's point.
really.
Yeah.
Right, it's a Western movie.
Everything's
Yeah,
tied-
but it's good.
No,
It's
for
tied
sure.
up in the second one, dude.
Huh?
They tie it up in the second one. The story's over, and the third one happens. They
Shit's
make
resolved.
story.
You get to see the big bad from the first movie go from this weird kind of sexual predator fucking shitstorm into like this actual mastermind murderer of a villain. He kills he caps his father. He murders his father, takes his bitch, and builds a fucking empire. And you didn't think that you thought the Cowboys were cooler than that?
Well, it's the same guy. The cowboy is
I know.
the same.
You
It's
thought
the
he was cooler as a
ancestor.
You thought
who
he was
is-
cooler as a cowboy than fucking
Bulldog
Bowser in a
Cannon.
tuxedo? He was literally Bowser in a tuxedo incarnate, and you think that the cowboy version was cooler?
Well, this guy killed
Was
the
that-
same. It's the same situation as the second one in terms of what he did, like in terms of his family.
But
Was
you think it's
that
cooler
real
'cause it's
manure?
old. You like Red Dead Redemption? Too,
I
don't
like
you?
Doc's
You like
stories.
Red Dead? You like Red Dead?
No, I've never played it.
Oh, okay.
I like that
I'm out of
Doc.
jokes.
I like that Doc has an actual arc in this one. Because in the second one he has an arc. In the first one he has an arc, but it's really Marty's arc through both of those. In the third one, it's finally what happens to the mad scientist that creates all this shit. It lets us see him get his ending, and like Marty help him fix it, sure. But really, that movie is way more Doc's movie than Marty's movie. And Doc to me was the most interesting character of all the movies. Like he's the guy that invents time travel. And like he plays the back seat in both movies to the fucking 80s stereotype kid gets into trouble. And like that's cool and all. And I like the first two movies. The first movie's great, especially the final act when everything's playing out when he's at the prom. All that shit's fucking dank.
Was
second
that
movie-
real manure? No, it wasn't. Was that real manure?
No.
Was that real manure? It's a movie.
Stop asking me the
Did I
question.
show you? I think I showed you that.
The guy who plays Biff
He's
does
good.
like a musical
he's-
sing along about the
he's a
movies because
comedian.
people ask him questions all the time.
He has a song called the Question Song, where he goes like, "Is Michael J. Fox nice? Yeah. Is Michael J. Fox nice? Nice guy. Is Michael J. Fox nice? He's an alien. Stop asking me the question."
Yeah, it's a great song, but again, I don't know.
I know my whole point is that I like the third one too.
Yeah. I
But you
I
have-
always thought the second one was just
Ob-
weak, like it wasn't as
objective-
good.
Nah, that's cap. But objectively,
Okay. I mean, that's just. I guess
what's
that's how I
weak
watched
about
it.
it is my point. You said that they jump back and forth, but that all like plays within to the plot of the film. Like they have to jump.
Yes,
back
no,
and
I
forth.
understand they have to jump back and forth. That I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm saying it suffers the same thing that a lot of movies suffer, and that it didn't have a lot of time to work with. Because that movie, what's the runtime? It can't be more than 2 hours.
No, probably like 90 minutes.
God, that's.
Well, you don't need 2 hours for time travel.
You don't.
I mean, yeah, Endgame is a lot cooler to have a 3-hour movie where you can spend fucking 45 to 50
Look at
minutes
the
time
Irishman
traveling.
didn't have any time travel. If they, it may be
Yeah,
a
it's
little
an
bit.
hour. It's an hour and 50 minutes.
Maybe a touch.
Yeah, which is like that's a decent length
Yeah.
movie. Movies, the shorter movies get released at this point. Niggas put out like 120 and fucking make us buy it. There's been 83-minute movies put out in theaters in the last 5 years. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the average runtime, like not even average, like the
What you need for it to
what
be
you need for it to be like considered.
it's like 80 something, isn't it?
I think it's technically 80, but most most
90.
studios want it to be 90, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because an hour and a half is like it's an hour and a half.
You
It's
want
like a
to-
clean
you want-
round number.
You went to the movies.
What are you gonna say? It's an hour and 20 minutes.
What
Like,
are you doing? You got your popcorn.
Hour
You
and a
got
half.
your soda. Get out of here.
it's an hour and a half.
You saw a movie. It's not no short film.
Yeah.
It's not no short film.
It's a feature-length film right here. Look, 90 minutes. Look up there.
It's a good thing movies are priced at it's a movie and not like how long the movie is. Imagine like every movie is like
Hey,
$5 an hour.
Hey, come see The Irishman. It's $57.
Oh shit! You all need to come see The Irishman. It's fucking lit. Like everyone's like theaters would fucking hype up Endgame. Like 'cause
Look, we
theaters
gotta-
didn't want to play Endgame. Theaters were like mad that Endgame was so long because it makes it harder to
Get
put
people
like,
out.
yeah, block it, like put it in blocks of time. They have to play it in more theaters and like cut out other movies that have more time. Theaters don't care. Theaters don't care how like big a movie is. They care about how long the movie
He got
is.
ushers coming into the
Yeah,
goddamn screen.
run times and tickets and shit,
He
right?
got ushers
Exactly.
coming into the screen. And it was like, hey, I know, yeah, no, $5. no, I understand, but the movie still won't give me the money.
It's bro. I don't know. In conclusion, I like
miss
the third one.
drive-ins.
I miss drive-ins are cool. Well, drive-ins were cool. Drive-ins wouldn't stand anymore. Like
In
wi-
COVID, they damn sure would, dude.
they do. I just mean like drive-ins in terms of like the movie. Like you couldn't watch Endgame in a drive-in and get like the full experience. You wouldn't have the audio quality or the visual quality.
Depends on the speakers.
When they're in your car.
Yeah.
You could have some dank speakers, I guess.
I want like a new, a legitimate modern drive-in. That would be the shit. I feel like there's like an untapped market.
Modern drive-in. It's like space cowboy. It's like
And in closing, we're gonna
In
talk
closing.
about one more cool thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna Thanos snap us the fuck out of here.
Okay, what's the cool thing?
I really don't have anything. I saw
Oh
you
my
rub
God.
your eye. I've been done for a few minutes now. Katone he'll do this
Look
shit
at him.
6 more hours.
Look at him.
if you
Look at
let
him. Look at his hand. He's got something. He's coming up with something.
The orangutan from Jungle Book,
Which one?
Christopher Walken.
Okay. He's fucking. That's crazy. I just rewatched that. It's
That
so
is
good.
crazy. That is crazy.
He's crazy. That scene.
How have you
not
just
not the movie.
rewatched every-
Not the movie.
every
Not the movie.
time?
Not the movie.
Every
That's
time.
like the scenes.
Every time.
Well, I just watched Catch Me If You Can, which is
Or-
Christopher Walken,
Every
and then I heard his
time.
voice, and I was like,
Or-
I gotta hear this guy's orangutan again, because his scenes in Jungle Book are amazing.
every time.
Or Caesar and Koba.
It's him, you fucking crazy man. He's
Wait, I gotta pick a better one 'cause he hasn't seen that yet. Wait.
he's 30 foot tall.
Talking
Wait
about
a
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa, who's 30 feet tall?
the fucking orangutan,
Not
Christopher
30 feet
Walken.
tall. He's like-
He's like
15 feet tall.
he's like 20 foot. He's a fucking King Kong from King Kong looking shit. I'll show you.
Is that that's not from Jungle Book?
It's the
The
new
live
Jungle
action
Book, the
one.
live
Why-
action.
John
Jungle Book.
Why'd
Favreau
they
one.
make the fucking monkey that big?
Maybe sinister, dude. It was awesome. It was really cool.
The monkey's a bad guy?
Yeah. He's a bad guy in the original one.
Really?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
the
wants
king.
to-
I'm
from
not
the-
gonna hold you. I've
from
never
the
seen
jungle.
Jungle Book.
Okay. But yeah. Ooh, I wanna be like you. Ooh, that guy? Yeah, that guy. He wants to
Figure
sti-
out a
he
better
wants to-
combo fight though.
Yeah. Because I want something like you can weigh in. You don't know anything about those two.
Well, I know that if the nigga wasn't like 10 feet tall, like if it was the one from the cartoon, Caesar a piece of shit the fuck
Oh,
up.
word.
Yeah.
Sure. That's what makes it interesting. I'm gonna say I'll think of a better one.
Okay, we're not gonna show them. I'm not playing the audio because we will get ripped for the audio. Okay, so this just. God damn it! I don't care about all that. Okay, so this is him in the dark. Oh, boom! Right when it shows him, he's fucking big,
Ginormous.
bro. Yeah, Caesar and Cobain got shit on this man. Like, bro, what? Like, I know that's a little kid, but this thing is enormous. That thing is huge, bro. Because like those are like,
They're monkeys.
yeah, those are monkeys. Like, and some of them are kind of big. Like, they're probably as big as like I know big orangutans are like gorilla sized. Like, not quite like big gorilla, but they're like, normal
Big as
gorilla
hell.
size. This
Do you know
thing's
what
like
do you know what orangutan means?
like look at so there. That's a fucking huge orangutan, bro. He is fucking them up. He's fucking up 2 chimpanzees. No,
You know
I don't
that-
care how smart they are. If they have spears, I'll give them like a 50. It's a coin flip if they both have their spears from the second movie.
You know that orangutan means man of the forest.
I did not. That's a cool thing to know. I like knowing that. I'm glad you told me that. I like knowing that. But yeah, I think it's a.
Gosh, what was the name? I'm sorry.
Do you have a better combo, or is that where we're ending it? You fucking.
We're not ending it with them listening to us talk about something they can't see. That is.
You can go companion watch it. Go
think
look him
it's-
up. It's not that much. You look up a still image and you got all the info you need.
I could be wrong about what country it was. I think it was Chile, when like settlers came to Chile and they asked the native.
Stop saying it like
Please stop saying
They
like
asked
that.
the native speakers, the native.
Where?
the
Where
native
from?
People, Chile. They asked the native. They asked the natives, what is the name? What is the name of this place, or what is the name of this river? and they said Chile, which at the time translated to I don't know what you're saying.
That's the same story for like people just have started using that story from all different things. It happens in Australia. That's what kangaroo was like.
The Aboriginals.
Yeah, it's like there's so many stories where that's like what it is, but that's actually not a true story in a lot of those cases.
No,
it's just a fun story because it's not true with the Aboriginals. It's not true with Australia. It's fake.
Why'd you say it? Why'd you almost say it with an Australian? Australia.
It's Australia. It's not. That's fake for that story too. That's not what kangaroo meant. I don't know what kangaroo means.
Kangaroo Jack versus Samurai Jack.
That's tough.
A Samurai Jack versus somebody, because I shit you not, Samurai Jack was in my head. Like I was
Really?
I was tired of listening to you guys talk, so I started coming up with one. And so
Samurai
I'd
Jack.
say Afro Samurai, but you guys aren't familiar enough. with
No.
Afro
I don't
Samurai.
know.
Also, Afro Samurai would beat the shit out that boy.
Samurai Jack.
versus Robin from the Teen Titans.
Ooh,
You think? That's fun.
I think it's close. I think they're both fucking baller. You know what would happen is they would fight and
Oh,
Slade
man.
would show up and they'd unite.
Nah, man, I'm almost positive the Samurai Jack's sword can only like cut down pure evil or some bullshit like that.
Oh yeah, no, that's facts. Because every
Yeah.
time he cuts it, it like fucking steams that green shit. And it's got like just the green smoke.
But of course, we give him a different sword. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
do that.
like, his skill level is probably on par, if not a little better than. He's older than Robin. Batman.
He's Batman. It's Samurai Jack versus Batman.
Oh man.
Which Batman?
Batman the animated series.
Nah, I was gonna say something. Batman for who? Like in totality, yeah. Give me Arkham Asylum video game Batman. He's
Bro,
beating shit out
he
that
beats
guy.
up Thanos. Like, that man is a fucking absolute legend, bro. If you get 3 hits on Thanos before Thanos gets a hit, it's over because you get the
got a
fucking
combo
40 hit
breaker.
combo breaker.
Yeah,
It's
he was
nuts.
beating the shit out of people in those
Bro,
games.
those
bro.
modes,
Combo.
those modes where like it just keeps feeding
The
you bad
waves,
guys
that's
until it's absurd
amazing.
is some of the most fun gameplay of any video game
That's
of all
insane.
time, and it's not even close.
You could boot up,
Killionaire.
you could boot up the first one on an Xbox 360 and play it right now, and that game holds up.
Mount
That's still a
Kilimanjaro.
phenomenal.
They're
video
so
game.
good.
They're phenomenal.
It's insane.
Insane.
Arkham City is nuts.
Didn't play
how
him,
good it is.
Watched him play.
Arkham City's like so because the thing with Arkham City that's so great is like you're Batman, you're in Arkham City and you can fly around like
Yeah, no,
like
they-
off of buildings and like
Arkham
and you
Asylum-
can get to them just as easily.
They blew it. It's like you remember the original Spider-Man games? Not the original one.
Yes.
But Spider-Man in
Yes.
the 2003.
So
Spider-Man
good.
1 was cool, really stealthy, indoor based, much like Arkham Asylum. Spider-Man 2, you were swinging through fucking New York City.
And it was fucking
Spider-Man
lit.
2 was it's still, to my opinion, the best web swinging mechanic because I like Insomniac.
Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man Ultimate.
Yeah, I think they kind of
They had the coolest,
rebranded
in
it.
my opinion.
Your right trigger and your left trigger were
Yep.
the different webs.
Exactly. And-
Okay, then yeah.
yeah,
Well,
that
this,
was it.
And
That
this
was
one,
it.
it was like, because if I remember correctly, in the very first Spider-Man game, when he would use his web, he'd just like connect to the sky. Like,
Yeah,
No,
like,
no, it was nonsense.
it was absurd.
But then when
And the
the
levels were very
But when
small.
You would
Spider-Man-
literally be at the top of skyscrapers,
But when
and you're
Spider-Man
like,
Ultimate
"Fuck's
came
he
out, they gave you the
connected
option of either you could like do one arm out to a build, and you literally do connect to a building, and if you just hold on to it, you'll eventually hit a building.
Yeah.
Just slam into it, or you could hit both, and you could do like a pull. and
Yeah,
do like a boost
it's
thing.
the slingshot thing.
Yeah.
No, that's why two was the first game you could do that in.
Word.
Where you literally would sling to two different buildings, walk backwards, and he would launch the
Yeah.
fuck off. It's insane. Spider-Man 2, you could boot the fuck up, and that game still holds up. That shit went crazy.
Force Unleashed as well.
Fuck yeah.
Force Unleashed was fucking.
The first one. The second one's still cool.
Second
The
one-
second one's just way too
The second
short.
one's definitely
It's
yeah.
like, it's stupid.
Hour and 10 minutes of
Yeah,
gameplay.
it is insane how short that game. I've never played a game that short in my fucking life. That is the shortest game.
You
I've
know what
ever
game
played.
went
the
off?
first one.
You know
is
what Star Wars game went off?
Which one?
The Revenge of the Sith on PS2.
Low
yeah.
key,
Out
bro.
of
That
the
game
Xbox.
was fucking.
And the versus mode,
amazing.
the
Oh
fucking
my
fight,
God.
yeah.
Dude, the story mode when you can unlock different moves in the Force and
You
like,
can unlock different endings for the canon movie.
Exactly.
I was like, what? I was like, because he
Yeah,
kills
shit, where
Obi-Wan at one
Obi-Wan
point. You're
died.
right.
Insidious. He
And
kills Obi-Wan and
Sidious.
Sidious
He kills
within
fucking
2
everybody.
minutes of each other.
It's fucking absurd.
Faith brings up the point: Samurai Jack versus Batman Beyond Batman. The Tim, what's his fuck name?
Is he gay?
What?
Someone. So apparently, there's like, it's implied in the canon that he is like a gay character.
I don't know. I don't know that, but I mean, he might be.
Sure.
I haven't seen it since
They
I
were
was a
really
little
tight
kid.
Pants.
It's a good point.
They were really
How many
tight.
straight men do you know wear black jumpsuits?
6.
What are their names?
Damn, you folded quick.
Yeah, I was gonna like
I
try
thought
and
you
pull
were
some
gonna do-
Goodwill Hunting and be like,
Oh, you stole it.
yeah,
You son-
Bobby, Johnny, Timmy,
Bobby,
Jeff.
Bobby, Johnny, Timmy, Tommy,
Yeah, like he
Jesse,
fucking
and Mock.
probably says just 8 brothers and
Okay.
fucking does it twice in a row.
Yeah.
That man has a fucking. That man's like halfway to Iron Man. He's beating the shit out of Samurai Jack. He's fucking. It's like a. It's
Oh, Batman Beyond.
yeah. He's fucking Iron Man Batman. Yeah, he's winning. And then normal
Was
Batman.
that show good? I never watched Batman. Like I did
was
when I was a
cool.
kid,
Yeah,
but
it
I
was
didn't
cool
like.
as
I don't
hell.
remember anything about
Same
it.
creators as
It's literally a
animated series.
sequel to animated series.
Isn't
Yes.
his Alfred is Batman,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Bruce
I
Wayne
thought
is
so.
his
Bruce
Alfred.
Wayne is his Alfred.
And honestly, too, the old Bruce Wayne in that shit is
badass?
awesome.
Fucking yeah, I would.
It's
fuck
Yeah.
some
dangerous.
people
It's
up.
actually really good. It's
Dude,
it's
but
damn-
dude breaks into the fucking Batcave and he says, "You made a mistake, son."
That's how I imagine. I always
I was getting,
after Endgame, I forgot who I was talking to. I want to say it was Paul at Learn TV. We were talking about like what comes next. Like how do they? Is Cap kind of gone now? Or are they gonna bring him back? I said, it'd be cool if they brought him back. Is like if a movie starts and like you get the characters that it happens, and then like how every movie in the MCU like brings in a character for that how it's gonna be in that movie. Like Sam is running, and then Cap runs behind him. It's like Cap's walking down the street. And he's like walking down an alley to get home one night in the city because he's still old Cap, and like these guys try to mug him, but he's still Captain America. And so like
I liken
old
it
Cap
to-
America fucks up like 8 guys would be like such a great way to introduce like still badass
I
old Cap.
liken it to like I had this conversation with Faith the other. This will be real local, and that Alim will be the only one that gets it. It's like if somebody tried to home invade Rutledge. You know what I'm saying? Like Rutledge is the guy we work. He's 6'6", and he's like 300 and something pounds, just pure muscles.
Oh my
big,
God.
big son,
He's
a
really
big
guy.
son of a bitch.
It's really big.
And
I'm
you
gonna
stay-
tell him what you said.
Dude stays armed. You know what I'm saying? Like he has what? So I just imagine
Swords.
someone like fucking around in Rutledge's kitchen. He comes around the corner and just sees a guy with like a knife or like a big ass weapon. And he looks at him and is like, "Man, you robbed my house with a knife? you done fucked up, buddy."
He's got a gun, puts the gun down,
yeah,
like
just goes and fucks him
you
up.
deserve a chance,
Well, dude, he
brother.
like trains MMA and shit. Like, dude's a fucking monster.
So he's like a fucking tank.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, his.
Awesome.
I commented how hard his knuckle touches are, and he has since then decreased.
To like be nice.
Yeah, like there's like a.
I want
like,
to meet him.
like
I want to be friends with Rutledge.
I
Is he
knuck-
cool?
He's
He's
the coolest
awesome.
guy.
Super dang.
We gotta
like
he
Star
wants-
Wars
he
more
wants to
than
come on the
any of
podcast.
us. Yeah. And
Can he
that'll,
fit
that'll be a
in
Star
here?
Wars.
Yeah, maybe.
Barely.
Like his,
I ain't gonna lie, he might have to take that, Jerry.
yeah, he might have to sit over there. Like, one of you might have to come over here with me, just so that like he can not be under this
But
fucking little roof.
he is more learned in Star Wars than all three of us put together.
Really?
Yeah, easily.
He's like a fucking nerd, bro.
Chris,
I
yeah,
love it.
I wouldn't say more learned than all three of us put together.
Dude, I went
however-
to his house.
He's a nerd.
No, he's deep in the shit.
He's got a room that he has like three
He's got a
different.
Star Wars
He has 3 different shelves that are like I think it's 4 total shelves. They're lighting inside of them. All of them like I think like half of the figurines he has are ones he put together and painted himself. And they're-
Jesus.
Yeah, no, he has like full like replica, all sorts of shit. He has both replica movie sabers and also like battle sabers that you can beat the shit out of with. The guy's gone full out. Like the guy's, I
There's
sat there
thousands of dollars of Star Wars in that one room.
for, like,
There's only one person I know like that, and it's Mac. Mac has a closet bigger than this cubby.
Oh,
that,
that's
that is fully like it's literally nothing but pops, fucking like the GameStop figurines you see in the glass, like 50 of them that he has collected, and literally like I don't even have a shelf that I could compare. Like
just so much Star Wars. Shit.
that, not Star Wars specifically. Like he has some like that shelf over there. Imagine it, but 3 wide, full of video games.
Oh wow.
Every one he has platinumed on PlayStation
oh my god.
or Xbox, whatever game system he has. He platinums every game he plays.
You mean like he 100% them?
100% them.
Fuck that.
Shelves of games.
Crazy.
Now he has 3 kids now,
Has
so it's
he
harder
100
for him to do it.
Has he ever 100% at DMC?
What's the MC?
The Devil May Cry reboot that
I'm
has
not
like
sure.
the Dante Must Die mode where Dante gets hit one time, he fucking dies.
Has he ever
wouldn't be
100%ed
I wouldn't be
a
surprised.
woman?
He has 3 kids.
He has
I know,
3
I
children,
know.
and he's younger than me.
At least 3 times.
Yeah,
He's 100%ed at least 3 times.
he's like had 3. Like
Oh,
he,
no, only
his
twice.
he has
2 of them are twins, aren't they? Yeah. So at
well,
least
yeah,
twice.
yeah. He has twins. Still 3 kids, but his twins are the youngest, and they're already like 2 or 3. So like he's had kids for a minute. He had 3 kids when he was like 22. Like, it's. I love him. He's a good dude.
bum, ba-dum, bum.
I was gonna say. I was waiting on you to say. It's been episode 11.
That was episode 11 of the episode 3 podcast.
Bro, whoa, come on, bro. What are you doing?
You do that in your smooth, sultry voice?
Yeah, please instead.
That was episode 11 of the episode 3 podcast. You guys hold it down.
Hey.
Bye, guys.